we're near our home base, and we're gonna go and finally buy the tent that's available in the game. I don't know if this is the only place you can get a tent, but I've always put it off because whenever I thought about buying it, I wasn't recording at the time. Let's rush over here. Actually, well, yeah, that is the nearest place. Am I wearing my speed boots? Yes, I am. In this dungeon we were just checking out, there is a paper material hammer, and a paper material hammer is probably the lightest material hammer you can find in the game. If you are new to Ilona or Elin, material hammers change the type into the... Oh, yeah, okay, good. They're back alive. I kind of went through and murdered this camp looking for cards and stuff. So I when I saw that this place was empty, I thought, uh-oh, I might not be able to get it. So we're gonna go and buy... Oh, we can also challenge him while we're at it. Let's see if we can do that here. That didn't even hurt him. Okay. We could try... Is that something he would actually do? Let's click on this, but say no if he asks. Okay, so maybe he would join us, but we're gonna hold off on that because we still have maybe like 30 people in our base, and our cap size is still 6 because we've never recorded expanding it. Okay, so we want to go ahead and buy a tent. We might want to buy the gene machine as well. I don't know if this comes in other flavors, as in like magnificent or royal, but it probably doesn't because it's a star item and it says it's precious. We do have enough gold bars for it, however. So we have a wagon in our backpack right now that can store 60 items. It weighs 80 stones. We can actually swap any one of our containers, so I'm hoping that we can also convert this into a lighter weight. I guess we could buy all of these things while we're here. I don't know all of this stuff, like the blacksmith stable. That's something we should definitely get while we are under the god of Opatos, the god of blacksmiths. So let's go and buy all of this stuff up. Let's see, I don't know if I can carry everything. We'll start with the tent. It is made of hemp and it is boring material. Okay. Let's see, what else is there? We have enough room to carry the gene machine. We would be a little bit burdened. Wait, there's a tent over here. Okay. He sells multiple tents. What? I bought the more expensive tent, but why is it better or more expensive? It weighs more. I don't want something that weighs more. It is bigger? Okay, it doesn't visually look different, so I'm assuming it is bigger. You know what? I can always sell it back for exactly the same amount, as long as I don't close this window. Let me Alt-tab real quick and see what these tents are, because I don't know anything about that. Hold on real quick. 2 sizes exist, large and small, both of which can be purchased from Nino in the Tinker's Camp. Okay, so I'm guessing that's all this is. Alright. So we'll buy the gene machine as well. That puts us at burdened. Yeah, maybe I take one of these wagons, but no, it weighs way too much. For an extra 16, or no, for an extra 36 inventory spaces, it is almost double for 50% more inventory space. We'll hold off on it and just keep our hands on the magnificent wagon, seeing if we can lighten the load on this. Yeah, if he sold a masterclass, masterpiece big wagon, I think we'd try looking for buying it. I'm going to collect all of these while we're here. And I think that's it. I don't think we need anything else from him. We'll eat all of these. I've not used a tent yet, but oh, here's a hero. Got a speed ring from her. I have gotten as many as 3. Hold on, let me see. Maybe we get our pickpocket up and could take some from... Yeah, she's A class. Might not be able to. But I have gotten as many as 3 platinum rings when dueling a hero who I've looted everything from. Let's see if we can steal anything from her. Keep our karma up. Generally when we are... Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and just incognito that. I think we were dim, so we didn't get to cast incognito in time, so we ended up killing people. And the thing was, it wasn't even the person I was stealing from that caught the guards, but we ended up killing both heroes as a result of this. He should just mind his own business. Let's see here. Tinker's Camp. We'll go ahead and sign on for this real quick just to get that karma back up. We wouldn't have to have done this if we didn't just kill 2 people in town. Heck, why do we still have 91 karma? Or is that... Yeah, we have 91 karma. We only lost the 5 karma from Tamarul, maybe? No, from... I think karma loss happens after the message. So we didn't lose karma for killing the wrongdoer Tamarul, but we did lose karma for killing the person we were pickpocketing. But yeah, if he didn't catch us, I would easily get back to max karma by clearing the dungeon we were checking out. Okay. We have our magnificent wagon, the Gene Machine. We want to mail anything home? I think we're okay. This isn't... I mean, compared to what I'm currently carrying, it's not that heavy. I think we're ready. We don't actually need to walk because I don't want it to disappear. We're gonna head back to the terrifying cave. Alright, the reason why I brought 2 things I could use is there's 2 material hammers here. And unfortunately, I can't just take the hammer with me. So we're going to turn the tent into cotton, and I think this is the way you're supposed to do it. You might be able to get an extra bonus for a short time by putting things inside the tent, and then turning your tent... I'm sorry, I said cotton. Turning the tent into paper. You might be able to get a short-term benefit by putting stuff inside first and then changing the material, but supposedly that bug fixes itself when you redeploy the tent. So there's nothing that I'm going to want to carry in the short term. I just want to use these hammers before they disappear when the tower disappears, or cave. How do I do it? Let me go ahead and just do the wagon first to make sure that I can actually select the tent. So we'll use this cotton hammer. Okay, we can select the tent. We're gonna hit the wagon with it by middle mouse button, change material. And the wagon goes from 80 stones to 32 stones, much better. And the paper is lighter than the cotton, so we're going to take that and we're going to apply it to the tent. I hope I did that right. So it's now 0.9 stones instead of 5.1. So yeah, we are now still underweight. Remember that we are working with the god of Apatos. Okay, and with those things out of the way, we'll lug this Gene Machine all the way back to the base the next time I'm there, which will probably be after we finish this dungeon. We are back in the base, and we've gone ahead and plopped the Gene Engineering Machine here. I don't know if you can get more than one. It had a star, and it says it's precious. The reason why I'm wondering if you get more than one is when you click on a person, we're going to start with Loito because he has the most points. He disappears from my party. We're down to 7 out of 8. I grabbed a couple of genes and put them in here. This one requires 23 points. Here's my new wagon, by the way. And it gives him Memory of Fast Learner. I don't know if this really works for NPCs, but the description of Fast Learner says you get feats faster, which to me, feats, those points are earned similarly to levels. So I think this means that he gets an experience reduction whenever he wants to get a new level, right? Like maybe like 10% off future levels or something. I'm not sure if that's what it really means. So we're gonna go ahead and apply this. And it says it's going to take 264 hours. But that'll be our first gene operation. We also have 2 more genes set up. What's her name again? Ferris or something like that. She has 20 gene points available, and I can give her this Fast Learner. And then we have the Missionary of Darkness, who's probably a very, very important character. Either that or Caladrius, somebody who can resurrect. That person has 10. I mean, sorry, that person has 8 feat points, so they need to get a couple more feat points before we can give him this, which gives them memory of basic heavy cast. So that being said, I do give them the heaviest armor they can typically wear, and it doesn't. They are still light armor. You really have to be pushing it to get to the heavy armor, I guess. But maybe this will help. Maybe we'll figure something else out for that person. But yeah, Loito is going to be out of the party for 264 hours. All right, we'll see you guys when he finishes cooking. We have returned. My inventory is a mess right now because we just returned from a dungeon, and he's done. Frontier Inspector Loito acquires a new feat, Fast Learner. Frontier Inspector Loito animates again. Okay. Let me get... Oops. Talk. Wait. Talk. I'll take a stethoscope. Whoops. Talk. Join. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He was... Oh, there he is. He's on the chest. Okay. And then... Like I said, this is a complete mess. Let's take a look at him now. Traits. You're quick to learn. Yeah. Does it list how many... not in this menu, it doesn't list how many genes and feats he uses. Doesn't look like I see anything of that sort. But in the trade menu, we have... Let's see... Rock Thrower Gene 23, spending 23 of his feat points. I think you can undo it with an inferior gene, but I haven't really... This is my first gene splicing in this game. It seems more complicated. In the previous game, well, future game, I guess, I don't know. In Ilona, you would just take another creature and then merge it into your existing one. And you didn't have to go for random drops. You wanted a creature with, I don't know, let's say you wanted a monster that had an extra hand, like an Asura. You could merge that into another creature. I don't quite remember exactly all the details, but it was really involved in detail, but it didn't rely on random drops from enemies, as well as what randomly you could get from it. What I mean is, I have maybe like 2 gene of ducks. One is martial arts, and something else for the other gene, right? So the ducks can drop any sort of gene from any sort of variance of them, and that's not even... You could kill 100 and not even see it. So this is a random within a random, and then you have to apply it to somebody. So I feel like it's much worse than in Ilona, but that being said, the other game is supposed to be in 15 years in the future, so maybe gene splicing is better at that time. Fine. But I really don't like this random change. Anyways, we've given him Fast Learner, and I hope that it pays off. I hope that I did not just make a huge mistake with that. Also, he vomited. Though I guess not. This is not a vomit of Loito. For some reason, he's just carrying it. Okay, I'll take that. Thanks. Alright, we'll put in the next person. Let's see here. Open the backpack. Wait, do I have enough? Yes, she does have enough. Asphyxia. Is she... Alright, in 144 hours, she will get her gene. And we didn't have enough for the Mandrake. However, I'm thinking we'll probably do that on our recent change, or new machine, new creature. Yeah, okay, it's still grabbed. This is my current steed. It might not stay that way. We take a look at, this is Mirage B. It has full loadout. The only thing missing is a light source, but none of your NPCs can carry a light source. So I guess he's completely insane, sure. He has a by default 110 base speed, and then plus 38 from equipment. By the way, if you don't know what this stuff is, like if you look at your character, okay, I'll talk about that in a moment once we're done here. But this is not how many hit points he has. That is something different. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm thinking I'm gonna change him from Mani of Machine, but that's the god he started with. I may change him to Lowi, which will give him a speed bonus, making him able to carry me better. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Because I do know that when I give Loito, who was my previous steed, really high quality speed rings, my speed would actually drop riding him. So I had to kind of give him some above average speed rings to get the best speed. Let's see, what else? Oh, the coolest thing about this guy is that he is almost immune. Oh no, he is completely immune to poison and cut. Then I gave him some dragon scale, making him superb for fire and cold. But yeah, this is my current steed. I don't know if it's really a good idea. If I find someone faster and just as capable of equipping stuff, maybe we'll go with that. The Tyrannosaurus is actually really, really fast, but he can only equip something like a headpiece and some rings or something. Alright, but that person does not have enough genes, I believe. Let's take a look at... You have 0 feat points. I guess he just hasn't been with us long enough. I'm thinking of trying to get a Big Daddy, by the way. That's why I'm carrying this potion of putrefaction with me. I don't know if it'll work, but since this is supposed to turn people into slimes, maybe this will make his stat requirement drop. Because I'm going to need something like 160 charisma in order to get him to join me. So maybe if I turn him into a slime, it'll make it worse. I don't know. But worse as in like his stats will go down so that I can have a lesser charisma requirement. Right now I have 80 charisma. Maybe I should pack some charisma gear on me. I'm not carrying charisma gear anymore because 8 people is the max. I used to be loaded up on charisma gear, but maybe I should pack that with me so that I can still have a chance to capture a Big Daddy and have that as part of my team. Alright, I'm going to go back to it, but this is probably the last gene splicing we'll be doing for a while, since we don't have the 10 feat points necessary to get heavy casting, which that machine does do casting, by the way. He keeps casting holy bits and stuff. Alright, we just obtained dementia. I was still working on making my way back to Palmia. I'm very slow, though. We spent the rest of December and January in Noyle, and then I think we spent February and most of March in Durfee and Port Capul. Then we moved over through the Cyberdome, and now we're here in Palmia. With the blessings that we can get now that we follow Opatos, we'll be able to do something about these mutations. Do have my casino tokens on me. Let's see here. There we go. That's painful to look at. What else do you got here? This stuff probably... Well, I mean, no, I'm far away from being able to pickpocket 118. I saw a bewitched machine table in the Cyberdome, and it weighs something like 39 pounds or 39 stones. I was not able to pickpocket it. That's with me going up to about 140 with my equipment on. Alright, I'm not going to drink this right away. We need to bless it first. I'm not carrying my holy water on me anymore. Yeah, it took me so long that I eventually put the holy water back up. Let me make sure that we have a dungeon nearby. What happens if I evacuate from here? Will I actually appear at the outside the bell? Yeah. Alright, so we'll just hop in this one right now. And then we'll cast Return. And we were carrying these love potions to throw at the Big Daddy and putrefaction. Hold on, my phone is just buzzing for some reason. We got 2 potions of putrefaction. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It's a made-up word anyways. And the possibility that we might be able to convince a Big Daddy to join us. Now, they do show up in different flavors, probably depending on the level of the zone you're in. We want one that is about our level, rather than a newbie one, which means that we're going to have to reduce his stats. This might not work, by the way. Anyways, let's go ahead and... There's my ether. Blend that. And drink that. Wow, I'm back up. I have not seen my hit points in a long time. I have been with this probably in a year and a half. Didn't I have like 5 ether things by the time I had like 6. Right? No, I think 5. We had 5. And then we just got another one. Yeah. There were 5 ether mutations that I had to get rid of before I could get my strength back. So now I have 99 strength. Wow. Alright. And yeah, no more ether problems. I don't think we're going to make it to Ovina. I think there's a festival happening at this time. I'm pretty sure we won't make it, so we'll have to save that for next year. I guess we could try. Actually, we might be able to save a little bit of time by warping over to Nimira, or whatever that place is called, Nimil. I mean, I know that in real time it would have been faster to walk down there, but we were racing the in-game calendar. I'm not entirely sure I know where Ovina is because we haven't been there, but I think it's supposed to be... Ah, it's right there. All right. I thought it was further down this road. Well, I guess we will make it in time for the festival. Just barely. Oh, looks like we probably get some easy karma right here. Dungeons give you an extra 5, so it's very easy to get up to max. I like to hit 100 before the end of the month, so that way any taxes we get are lessened as much as possible. Okay, I've never been to Ovina before. That very sharp, jagged edge makes it look like there's some sort of difficulty with my screen. Moon lanterns, we've seen those before. What kind of people do you have here? Where is... this is not where Famia is, apparently, because I still need to buy the stuff from her. So this is just a town. I don't know anything about Ovina. When I was looking up gods to research, the Wikipedia, or the Yivlapedia site, has festival dates written there. A wet tunic contest, huh? Oh, here's a new person. My sister Ferris is very scary when she gets angry. Okay. Let's get the rest of my team in here. Keep distance off. Sis, you made a mess again. And then we're gonna attack and wipe her out. We got a card for that. At the cost of 10 karma. This is the only way to get those kind of cards, so if the gamer in me says, kill everybody. We have all that. I'm assuming her sister respawns. God magazines and indulgence. A dyer and a healer. Okay. I have way more dyes than I really need, I think. I mean, just for sampling. If I wanted to build an entire zone out of something like amethyst, I don't have enough dyes for that. Oh, some new trees. Cherry blossom. Oh, we've chopped down cherry blossoms before. I did have a changing room in my base, and then one of my NPCs, I think it was Loito, he was walking around naked. I didn't know why, so I had to lure him in to the changing room again. So I mean, when you walk into a changing room, your character is naked. You can't see too well because my character has his shield on, but this is fine here. Let's unequip that real quick, and we'll dismount. Is that it? I don't know if we've killed or defeated this person before. So let's go ahead and challenge. And oh, I forget. I need to. Well, I don't really need to mount. Let's go ahead and mount again. And throw some meteor down. What kind of lamps you got for me? These have the strength bonus not because it's a moon lantern, but because it's made of gold. Good shopkeeper. Bartender. Informer. Is that a free gamble chest? Okay. Is that it? Have I talked to everybody here? Let's check with a guard real quick as we approach the blood-covered house. Where is... Okay, we've talked to the trainer. The secretary sells a bunch of the macaroons or whatever they're called. We know all of these classes or jobs. We talked to the dyer. I think that's the first one I've ever seen. It wasn't that impressive. So yeah, I guess we're done here. It's a little... I feel a little disappointed. But... but at least we hit this place while it was in festival mode. So let's hop on out and then we'll turn around when it becomes normal mode. With a quick edit. We spent the past 2 days just wandering around doing quests and playing music for the people. I'm assuming that every month all the maps are repopulated, if it's not a neutral map like the Truce Grounds or the Lumious Crater. The White Sands Beach is not a neutral ground, it's owned by the Dead Wanderer. That's why it's illegal. Well, looks like I was wrong about that though. Ovina has not respawned, even though the map has replenished. I know that the map has replenished because I just chopped down these cherry blossom trees. I like this music a lot better, actually. I'm gonna just let it play for a little bit. And the well's just replenished along with the map. The people's spawn timer is different than the map spawn timer. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I had just anticipated that I was going to be very clever and kill Ovina. Not Ovina, whatever her name was. I don't even remember her name at this point. But I was going to be clever and kill her, but right before the map change. But at least you can benefit from the wells. I didn't actually benefit from the wells here. We get 1 positive, 2 positive, and then 2 negative. So it balanced out. Not a whole lot to do in this town, though. Apparently, wow. Did you guys just get beaten by a hermit? Oh, okay. It is understandable. I'll leave you to it. Oh, never mind. My guys shot them. So I'm assuming that the secretary had summoned the monster because There are some characters like the book shopkeeper. They'll just continuously read books all day. So we do have a book shopkeeper in our own town, and I made sure that they're learning literacy as fast as they can so that this doesn't happen. All right, well, that was Ovina. Let's head on. I mean, the music was a nice touch. We've returned to town, and now we are going to head westward from Meadow in order to start the Big Daddy quest. You can kill these Big Daddies before getting the quest, but it won't really help you. Let's deal with this guy, but let's go and pickpocket him first. We're gonna try to pickpocket him anyways. So my pickpocketing gear, which brings me up to about 140. Also, I need to post with that one to keep him safe, her safe. So we get a platinum great armor. I've not seen this that armor type yet. A great armor. All right, now we're going to attempt to do battle with this one. So we could always talk to it, try to raise its affinity. It doesn't have an affinity. It does have interest, which I believe is consumed when you're playing music. He doesn't seem to care about my music. All right, let's go ahead and do battle. Strategy. The Hexer is correct. Someone over there want a piece of us? Not anymore, you didn't. Alright, put my speed boots back on, and let's go ahead and head on over. The Little Garden. Just kind of casing the joint first. Oh, there's a decayed Big Daddy. Late Omegas. There's a tape right there. I like this. I like the music. Kind of reminds me of Chrono Trigger, the Morrow song. Little one. A traveling mage grilled meat with fire magic for me. Honestly, it was tastier than what you get at most places. I don't work at all, is that okay? The time has come for us humans to prosper. I'm assuming this is just regular default dialogue. Can't do anything on the ride. Last remaining flicker of decency in this wretched world, plus one other item. What, you won't let me pickpocket it? But I could destroy it. Noble bear. Oh, there's an ingredient that I need noble bears for, and I never knew how to get one, so it won't let me take anything from here. Neutral-based areas with no owner, I don't think respawn. I'm just gonna guess that because I've only ever encountered the Lumious Crater and the Truce Ground. I think are areas where you can destroy things with your hammer, but it's not owned. However, the White Sands area near Port Kapul in the west is owned, where if you try digging the ground, it's a karma loss. Even though nobody's alive there, I would still call it an owned territory. That's so I'm based off of just those 3 areas we've gone to. I am making the assumption that anything not owned will never respawn. It's dark in here. Daddy is a scientist. He came to this nursery and then that monster woman asked him for something and he said he'd be right back. Let's talk some more. Daddy will come back soon. I don't like those littles. They talk weird things and it's really creepy. That monster woman is not my mommy. That's obvious. Sometimes they pick up and bring weird stuff. Don't let me in with those monsters. Show me your wares. Okay, we have memory of fighter, predator, and mage. So we can... This doesn't look like it gives any abilities, but it will consume those feat points nonetheless. I'm guessing because those are predator that I've seen as an AI. So fighters probably walk up to the enemy one tile away. Predators probably stay mid-range, and mages probably stay far away or something. So if I wanted to change things up, and I might want to. For example, Loito, I forget what his AI is. I don't think I can see without a stethoscope. Yeah, it doesn't show. But he does kind of try to close in. The Missionary of Darkness also closes in a lot. Maybe that's Predator and I need to change it to Mage. So that's worth thinking about. What does it require to buy these things? Influence. Alright. Okay. I have met this big sister before in this game. I don't... She existed, or some form of her existed in Ilona, but in this game I met her at the parties where you play music as a side quest. And she kicked my butt. I was not able to defeat her in the slightest. So, I don't want to get on her bad side. That being said, these are special characters, and we do need their cards. Is there someone there? Look, Mr. Adams, an angel. See? An angel. My head is funny again. I'm sorry, Mr. Adams, but if an angel really came to us, how wonderful that would be. We have to protect the little ones, don't we, Mr. Adams, right? The outside world is so scary. Only the little garden is safe, our home. Yes, it's our mission to protect the little ones. That's our... Right, Mr. Adams? We won't forgive anyone who hurts the little ones. Poor things. The little ones are lost in the outside world. They don't know our little garden. They're lost, Mr. Adams. If they really were angels, how wonderful that would be. Angels would surely come to help us, because that's what angels do. They'd find the little ones and bring them here. Hey, Mr. Adams. Angels will surely come to help us. We have 10 little balls that costs no influence, and each furniture ticket costs 1 influence. Okay. Oh, that's how I get those noble bears. I can't pickpocket. I've got to buy these furniture tickets. Well, I didn't even have to shift click to get all 10 of that. Alright. Mechanical ball that captures little girls. Yeah, I can't pickpocket these body pillows at all. Okay, so this is a place where it's full of things that you want to exchange for. Oh, that's cute. Alright, let's make sure we have our stealth boots back on and try to pickpocket. I'm hoping I don't fail, because they'll probably just shoot her. I do still need to kill them to get the card, so I guess that's not too bad. Alright, let's go ahead and toggle. Wrong button. Still the wrong button. Keep distance. Just hang back for a bit. Cotton cloak. Hemp thick gauntlets. Obsidian breastplate. Obsidian mace. Wooden bejeweled amulet. Alright, here's the moment of truth. First, let's go ahead and turn off that. Just thinking, is there any defensive spells I can cast? Sometimes I was able to pickpocket a little bit extra once with Hero enabled, because it gave me more strength to lift something. Okay, well, let's just surround her first. Alright, then we'll attempt to pickpocket. No, she did not like that. Alright, we'll just cast Incognito. We'll try again, I guess. Okay, yeah. Look how much damage she did to that person. And we are now out of mana. Okay. Big Sister rushes over in the nick of time. Big Sister protects strange little girl. You miserably miss Big Sister. Alright, let's back up. I don't have enough mana to cast another incognito. Wow. Look at how much damage we took. Alright, I just now got 98 mana. Oh, this costs 100, but it's just a little bit overcast, so we should be alright. I'm still hostile. Why? Oh, because of the bit. Sometimes your summons, they don't listen to you, and they'll still attack. So once he closes in and attacks, she'll become hostile again. Take a look. We start to disguise, the holy bit attacked anyways, and then she gets furious. As we stumble across the seesaw, we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully she doesn't do any more teleporting shenanigans. Alright, we lost half our team. I would like to get her on my side, like as a permanent team member, but I don't think that's gonna be a thing because she's a merchant. Gonna recover and cast incognito, so that way we don't stumble into her and become hostile again. And we should be safe. Yeah, she's neutral again. And all this blood. I think the mental imagery is actually kind of funny to me. Okay, so while we didn't set off, or while we didn't accomplish that, but getting the extra cards, we did manage to get the little balls so that we can make progression on this side quest. I also like how my party died. That is actually kind of amusing to me. Bodies strewn around the little orphanage, across daycare tables and the children's toys. All right, so we're gonna go and proceed on, and we see some big daddies. I'll hit the record button again. Welcome back. This will be probably the middle of the episode for you. We entered this dungeon earlier, and I found the big daddy. Well, I didn't find it. I didn't see it. I heard it. When you enter a map, whether it's in the wilderness or a dungeon, if you see an orange text, you hear a loud roar. That indicates the presence of Big Daddy. Now we have re-entered this dungeon, and I don't hear the roar, so he may have despawned, which I'm hoping is not the case, because once I registered, I guess, the presence of one, I had to stop until I could record this, because I am playing, I'm just continuously trying to level up our character, even when I'm not recording, because there would be otherwise 900 hours of footage. Now, I did install another mod. This one is called the AutoExplore, and I have tried modifying it. By default, the keys are L and Shift L. I don't know fully how to work it, but I did tinker with it a little bit. If I middle mouse button myself, I can select AutoExplore settings and change a couple of the things here. However, I can't disable things such as a moss grass. It's already disabled. I'm just using this as an example. So I was able to go into the config file with Notepad++ and add in certain words like a cobweb. Cobweb by itself is not enough. I have to type in a cobweb, so it probably has to be this exact text up here. So hopefully I'll stop destroying those cobwebs. I'm sure a lot of players would find cobwebs interesting, but we do have a spotted spider at home. In fact, we got several fertilized eggs of snow pooches and spiders. All right, let me go and try this. So we're gonna hit Shift G, by default it's L, and we're gonna switch over to harvesting mode. I'm gonna equip my axe, and then I'm gonna press G again. And the game should automatically play itself. I'm not pressing anything. Like the mouse, that's me. So it moves way faster than I could. Like it processes and thinks much better than I. Okay, so that was hold on. Why did you smash that? Let's see here. Madam's favorite cobweb, and I heard a couple more things. A wreck. That wasn't it. Oh, that was a wreck. Okay, the wreck is like the cotton and stuff on the ground. So the reason why apparently my guys automatically smashed the Madam's favorite cobweb is my exclusion list only ignores a cobweb. It doesn't exclude, it doesn't ignore a Madam's cobweb. So I would have to put in every prefix, which means that if I wanted to ignore things like a silt stone and an obsidian stone on the floor, I'd have to type in each variation of those as well. There might be a way to do wildcard asterisks, and supposedly you're supposed to be able to middle mouse click yourself and then change the settings, but maybe it's just a translation issue. Because when I middle mouse button myself and I select AutoExplore settings, this is all I get. It doesn't let me pick things on the map to ignore and do. All right, so here's the Big Daddy. We didn't, the AutoExplore didn't do anything with it because it's not actually hostile to us. So let's go ahead and talk to it. And we have a couple of choices here. We can raise its affinity first by talking, or we can throw the love potions first. If we throw the love potions first, each potion will hit for harder. But if we talk first, we have a higher probability of increasing affinity because of our negotiation or charisma, one of those two. We're gonna go ahead and just do let's talk. Wow, we went straight to like -7 on the first one, and we've been climbing out of it since. And we're at a +3. We need to get to 75 in order to charm this thing over. That's why I have 10 of these. All right, if you're right next to it, you'll gift it, and they will actually get mad at you. So we're gonna go ahead and surround this entity. You know what? Hold on. Before that, let's go ahead and pickpocket. I don't know if it actually uses combat gear. For example, if it has a gun, maybe it can only shoot as long as it has it until I pickpocketed it. We stole a cashmere handgun. It might not be able to shoot anymore. Who knows? We're gonna go ahead and rob it blind, and then we're gonna start throwing love potions at it. If you recruit somebody, the inventory that they have as an NPC is the same inventory they'll have when you recruit them. All right, we've got everything. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's just try to. Oh, let's go ahead and identify this stuff here. Dawn cloth gloves. It's okay. Dusk armored boots looks fairly nice. It gives me some charisma, but our charisma boots give us 13. Of course, this does have a lot more armor class. My standard boots, though, around all my teammates is, we'll say 15 or higher, typically. The Ruminous cloak. Most of my guys have wings so they can float over traps and acid puddles that happen as a result of battle. So when you're fighting an acid slime, they'll spray acid all over the map. And if your guys don't have floating wings, you better hope that all your stuff is acid proof. All my stuff is acid proof anyways. But they can. I have seen them disarm like mines from a mine dog. I don't think it was on purpose. I think they just sort of walked into it and rolled for a disarm check. Adamantite plate girdle. Apparently it's Wolverine and its adamantite claws. This is actually probably an increase for some of my characters, but I don't want to have to go through all my guys right now. Adamantite mallet. No, none of my characters are currently using a mallet right here. My trainers are, however, just to spread some weapons around. Earth-shaking banded mail. This is a definite improvement. Most of my armor is probably in the 60 total range, if you add up dodge value and protective value, DV and PV together. I give everything that's good over to Loito first, because he actually needs the most help. Other than me giving him a book on, I think it was anatomy, I don't even think he knows weightlifting. Other than giving him those books, he doesn't know nearly any of the skills everybody else knows. Everybody knows almost all the skills. They know swimming, they know weaving, they know sculpture, they know anatomy and weightlifting. They know all these skills. But I can't teach Loito anything because he has his jobs are permanently gardening and supervising. I can't switch either one of these. So I give him the best stuff I can, including the item we just found, what probably would have been the last recording segment, because he's gonna need all the help he can get. So in my mind, I would kind of calculate this as being a total defensive value of 63, and I place some more emphasis on PV over DV. So we're going to go and give him this, which would be a total protective value if you were to add up a sum of dodge and physical protection, which is not how it works, but it just kind of gives me a ballpark figure. This will give me 92, so that is better. He didn't like it because this is way too heavy. This is actually 26 pounds. If I want to use this as comparison, it increases my skill of light armor by 3 stars. Okay, I'm currently using light armor because my total armor equipment is 14.1 stones. If I put this on, I'm now at heavy armor because this thing is already 26 stones by itself. Let's actually compare real quick. Alright, so I'm going to put on my real gear, because we are going to throw love potions at it anyways, but I also want to see, do I want to wear this armor? Alright, my current dodge is 67 with a 185. Okay, and that's 16 stones light armor. If I put this on, we are at heavy armor. We need to remove 2 things. This is 1 stone. This is 1.3. 2.6. So these two are the heaviest things. Okay, we are at 186, 29.8 in order to receive that benefit of the light armor bonus. If we instead put everything back on, we were at 186 before. What was the dodge value? 46, 186. Okay. 46, 186. 67, 185. By foregoing this, we lose 1 PV but get like 20 dodge value. So yeah, we will go ahead and keep our current gear set up. Though that being said, I don't actually have to leverage the light armor. My light armor is at 37, my heavy armor is at 11. Okay, so let's go and pass this to Loital after all. There we go. He can't carry both, but you can't hot swap in something that cumulatively the sum of both equipment things would put him over the weight limit. So now he's our heavy armor specialist. Okay. Now I guess we'll start chucking potions at this guy. I also brought all these rods with us because, you know, we've never really fought a Big Daddy before. I brought amusing stuff like 3 cursed scrolls of curse and a cursed rod of uncurse because it's funny. We have less weird stuff like cursed scrolls of resurrection. I don't know why it's cursed or what it does. Cursed scroll of exterminate. Hopefully it doesn't backfire. A cursed scroll of ally. Maybe it summons a monster. I don't know. Going to throw these love potions at him. As far as I know, you can't miss. Now he does become hostile, and I'm hoping that both my teammates and the Big Daddy will survive each other's attacks. All right. We have 1 holy bit, and I'm assuming that I will have shown the segment where I talk about holy bits, but just in case not, I'll try to give a real quick summary. This is not part of my formal team, so when I cast Incognito, which is a hefty 90, 100, is this thing going higher and higher? It's level 65, but is it costing more and more mana as time goes on? I don't have enough mana to cast that anyways. Wow. I should have waited till I got my mana back. Okay. Well, anyways, if I cast Incognito, this thing can still attack, and then it'll trigger the Big Daddy to become hostile again. What we're gonna do is I guess we're gonna duck downstairs real quick. Let's try going back up real quick, and he's still hostile, but at least he's still there and he hasn't despawned. Don't use any abilities. And just sort of putts around a bit. I wonder if the AutoExplore will use abilities. Or if it'll strictly adhere to the thing I told it to do, which is not use anything. Alright, we're at max, and we are seeing a great race of Yith. I'm just waiting till it dies. We don't want to leave it alone. Brave Hedgehog. Okay, now we can head back up and cast Incognito. And he's no longer hostile. Big Daddy looks bored. At level 123 intimacy or affinity, we needed 75. We need 176 charisma. We are at 89. Let's put on my charisma gear now. I did actually calculate. This is my highest weapon charisma gear, and I have a shield that also has equally 5, just like this trident. So and when I'm dual wielding, because I don't actually have a lot of levels in it, I have a lower accuracy. So I calculated mathematically what's better: staff and shield of +5 charisma, or dual wielding these two. And damage-wise, dual wielding these two gives me more damage output. Not that I really should be fighting while wearing these things, but I wanted to pay attention to that anyways. If you look at this armor, so-called armor, remember we just picked up an armor with 80 defensive value, 90, something like that. This is 6. Okay, and now our charisma is at a handsome 132 with 68 plus 64. So base of 68, and we almost practically doubled ourselves. That is not the 170 whatever we're looking for, however. Yeah, we need 176. So I have one last thing up my sleeve. We can give him a potion of purification. Now the charisma is supposed to, I guess, check their highest stat. May even be based off of their equipped stats too. So his highest stat is not strength and endurance. Let me try drinking this, but it should only raise me by 5. -5 strength, -5 endurance. Remember that this is affecting him as well, and +5 charisma. So if I really try, I can get myself to a total of 137 charisma. I don't think any of my spells raise charisma, right? Let's see, 30 PV, 8 magic, 8 learning, 5 literacy, 12 strength, 12 dexterity. There's a surprising low amount of utility spells with like, yeah, sure, we have +8 to spot hidden. But where's these spells to increase your blacksmithing or make you a better swimmer or something, right? But no, we unfortunately cannot get this Big Daddy to join us. We're just gonna have to kill him. If I want to cancel this, instead of writing it out for 230 turns, I can actually click on that. And let's see here. We're gonna go to character, Hexer, enable those two again, put on our real gear. I have to manually equip the second item, so the second ring and second hand, not escape. And now we can fight this thing. It's a lot less scary looking as a Putin, but it's only -5 strength. If he had 200 strength, that's still 195. And that's not actually what he has. I'm just using that as an example. Even though it's a Putin, he's spreading around scrap iron on the floor, which is not something I can pick up, but I can sweep it. Roar! Okay. I know that the roar is supposed to be from the Big Daddy as he dies. Well, in my mind's eye, not to be confused with skill, eye of mind, right? But in my mind's eye, the little one, emerges as an alien chest burster from the Big Daddy roaring out, because the text is, to be fair, over her head. So I'm gonna pick this up. We get a figure of Big Daddy and a card of Big Daddy, because it was our first battle. The little sister slips from Big Daddy's shoulder. Mr. Bubbles! Okay. Talk to her. I like traveling. I've been to so many places. I want to make all my fans happy. Eldritch Cavalry, never heard of you. Even your people in your own town who love you will say Eldritch Cavalry, never heard of you. Your smiles are my power. All right, so we're up to 15, but we don't actually have to do anything. We just need to... Let's go and try to... what if I kill her by accident? Because my people get upset. Maybe I don't want to pickpocket her. But that's only if she catches me. All right, we'll double check. Even though there's no way she should catch me. All right, this will double my pickpocketing skill. Because if we end up killing her because I pickpocket her, get caught, and my guys auto fire on her, I'd be annoyed. All right, we managed to steal everything from her. We found a magic circle, a bronze breastplate, and a stone short sword. So now I guess we take this little ball and we throw it at her. Okay, you captured a little one. All right. Okay. Let's go put our real gear back on and we'll continue on this dungeon run and see how that dungeon run itself goes. We have a hedgehog, that's about it. That's not good enough. Yeah, we'll just smash up this altar. All we get is a dye out of it, which is used to make carpets. All right, we're gonna go ahead and turn on AutoExplore. Generally, the stairs are on the opposite side of wherever you started. So I started in northwest. The stairs down is southeast. It's not 100%, but it's kind of that way. We're going to grab this gravestone as well. We are overweight. That's actually why my dude stopped. Okay. Well, let's try giving our Missionary of Darkness some stuff. I don't want you to equip any of this. Oh, you're going to equip that. I guess this should be okay. You're carrying enough fireproof blankets and stuff. Yeah, you weren't immune to it anyways. One of my characters is. That puts us at burdened. Okay, you didn't put anything else on, thankfully. Back to the AutoExplore. Yeah, even if I were moving at breakneck speed as fast as inhumanly possible, there was no way I could, on the same movement, discover a trap and disarm it without having to come to a complete stop. Because I can't, like, if I'm going here, you notice that I lose control. I can't do anything until I've reached the location. So yeah, it's just way better. It'll definitely improve your Elona experience. Now let's go and finish killing that dude. Thank you for the Blade Omega figure. Beware, this floor is guarded by the Master of Spiritual Ruin, Spyro King. Now, the one thing the AutoExplore does not do is open chests. Ooh, okay, so that's a thing. I hit G to take all, and that immediately started me on running around. So I think I will rebind it back to L. Also, the Spyro King is right here guarding the stairs away. So if we don't, there's no running up the stairs for us, unless we can push him back. Okay, we are Hexer. Let's go and summon Undead Younger Sister. We have a 0% chance. Oh, because we're dim. All right. Okay. Well, we do have the option to use rods right now. Here, he is on this tile. I can't shoot without my guys in the way, but I can walk over here. All right, let's move back one more. Wow, he's just... I'm almost dead. I haven't even hurt him and I'm almost dead. Alright, jeez. We'll back up another step. So we can't even see him. Hopefully he can't hurt us anymore. Okay. Alright, let's start by hitting him with a Rod of Acid Bolt. I'm not even sure. Let's see here. You zap the Rod of Acid Bolt. It penetrates Spyro King burnt by acid. Okay, so it did hurt him. We are down 2 allies. So let's go ahead and use the Cursed Scroll of Ally before we resurrect anybody. We get a Flower Girl. Sure. Okay. She's actually joined our army too, like our residents. So I could possibly, oh, she has gear. This won't help too much, but you know what? Let's do it this way. Let me take this back. Take all this. You put that on. She's not going to survive. There's no way she survives anything, but we might as well help her. She's up to 99 protective value. I mean, that's very respectable. That's about it. I don't want to hand her my actual stuff, and this stuff is no good anyways. Like 12-9 Battle Cloak. This is roughly the same as this Rubinus Cloak. We can give her a crossbow or gun. Let's give her a crossbow, because not every character starts with the gun skill. And what about weapons? If you look here, it tells you what their, I guess, highest skills might be. So she doesn't have a very high combat skill, apparently. So it defaults to martial art. If we were to check her out with a stethoscope, it might say like martial arts 12. Doesn't mean that that's the only thing she'll do, or that she even prefers it. You'll note that she did start with a staff, but when she heads back to base, she might change her loadout to something else. Just not based off of this weapon style at all. She might grab a mace or something. So let's go ahead and give her this mallet. Apparently she's going to dual wield the staff and a mallet, which is not what I would recommend, but okay. I don't have a shield to give her either. Alright, fine. What if I give you the mace? That's too heavy for you. Well, I could take some of this stuff back. This is fine. I'm trying to squeak out every little iota of help we can get, and I don't want you to use shared equipment. And you don't head to base and steal stuff from me. We'll need to take this stuff back from you at 1 karma each, or a couple love potions, either one. All right, and she's actually at fair level, so she might stand a hit or two. I don't know what that snail is doing. All right, let's summon. It's gonna be the S section. Summon animals. Good old favorite. There goes Ferris. That is our healer. Why did you unequip your rod? I didn't do anything. Wow, why am I... It's like as soon if you're in any sort of range, this guy hurts you. You've got so many other targets. Go after them. All right, we have 6 allies down. We got 2 scrolls of resurrection, so we're gonna back up another notch. There goes Tina, the flower girl. She didn't even, I'm not even sure she got any hits off. Read a scroll. Hopefully it didn't revive Tina. What did I just read? Oh, maybe we didn't read it. What was the last thing I did? Read a cursed scroll of resurrection. I stagger. I failed! Because I'm dim. My dude's dim. I don't know what this guy is doing, but he keeps making me dim. Alright, my whole party is almost dead. Loito's the only one still standing. We need to just keep running away. Into that room full of bad guys? I don't know about that. We need to hang back long enough for dim to wear off. And remember that he busts down walls and he knows where you are. Not just him, any boss. I think we give up conquering an FBI. Everybody's dead. I mean, sure, I could try to summon, but now my dim wears off. And of course, if we couldn't get back to the stairs, we could have evacuated with this spell. But I was just making our way towards there while we were still dim. Okay, well. And in case you're wondering why I didn't just hang around until my Missionary of Darkness revived everybody, it takes, we'll say, 60 or so turns before you can actually revive. So it's going to be a while before anybody else besides Loito gets back up. Let me think here. Let's go ahead and just use some more of these rods. Oop, I don't want to collect. I just wanted to zap. Alright. Let's go ahead and just wander some more. Okay. Shiva's doing the work there. Let's walk past so that Loito gets a piece of the action. You see, we haven't revived a second person yet. That's how long it takes. Having a resurrector on your team is important, but it's not a free pass. Okay, we have finished exploring the entire dungeon or cave. Remember that the king will leave, or the boss target will leave if you leave the dungeon, or leave the floor he's on. Now, I can just banish some of these guys. I can even pickpocket them, but you lose karma still. But I can still banish these guys and keep trying to summon. I had a whole team of 4 Caladriuses doing so, but then they died pretty quick, and it didn't help. So I had like full team of 8 NPCs followers, and then 4 Caladriuses following them. Okay, that was a level 47 dungeon. I was unable to clear it, but we did run into a level 47 Big Daddy. Remember that you can find a Big Daddy on any area, but he'll be related to the level you're in, the map you're in. So if I were to say walk here, and if we hear a big roar, then in that case, that would allow us to capture another little one, not Big Daddy. Run on through, not that we needed to run in the same direction. We're gonna head over to the little garden with our armada or flock, as it were, flock of sheep. We resurrected another teammate. So basically, it took like a whole day of walking to get to resurrect another teammate. Who revived? I don't even see any. Did you not revive somebody? You cast it, but you got nobody. It says 3 allies, but the third ally is Loito. The the person I have symbiotically combined with is the Missionary of Darkness, and the person I'm writing is the Mirage. This is my 3. Didn't we have Loito already? I'm pretty sure we had Loito in the dungeon, right? Yeah, stabs a yellow drake. You cast it, but you didn't revive anybody. Okay, game. Okay. How do I do this? Oh, do I just sell it to you? You can buy AI for. Oh, one of them. Did one of them cost more? No, I thought one of them cost like 3 for a second. Okay. We just throw it? Okay. I choose you, Pikachu. Goodbye, Angel. Your influence on Little Garden increases. We have 5 influence, so now we can buy an AI if we wanted, or we can buy some tickets. I don't really know what we'd buy here. The cooler box is kind of interesting, but most of my food, like this Abbey Nut Pizza, is processed food because I buy it. I don't make it myself. While we do have a small farm, and I do plan to eventually farm more, because I try to theme my videos, I haven't just like spontaneously grown my farm naturally as a player might do. We're waiting until I get some sort of colony building video or maybe a quest to do it or something. Well, I would like to tackle that pretty soon. In fact, I have enough money to make another town, but I haven't done that because, again, I'm not playing naturally, I'm playing for videos. This was going to be kind of like a Big Daddy / small settlement video. But yeah, this is processed food. All the stuff I buy, it doesn't rot. So I don't even need the cooler. These pillows, we can buy them from the casino, and I would assume that getting casino tokens is way easier than finding a Big Daddy. Fighting him wasn't really an issue. It's finding. I went through, like, we'll say 3 to 6 dungeons between this segment and the previous segment where we're at this little garden. It took, I mean, we just didn't find any for a while. A new little one has come to us, Mr. Adams. No longer lost. From now on, we'll protect her, no matter what. Right, Mr. Adams? Thank you, Angel. Hey, Mr. Adams, do you think angels really exist? If there really were angels, how wonderful that would be. Okay. Alright. Okay, this is still the same little one as the one we captured, so it wasn't like a new one got spawned in. Because we can see that her interest, I can't talk any further. And affinity's up to 15, which I assume that's what it was before. I think it was like 15. I think we ended on a good note. Can I pickpocket you at all? No, she did get new stuff, or did we not pickpocket her before? No, I think we did pickpocket her before. Didn't we get like this bronze breastplate? Yeah, yeah. So she found a wig sometime while she was in that ball. Okay. We'll go and get 10 more of these. We only used 1. I don't carry them with me because I can always cast Return to go home. And they each weigh 3 stones. So carrying this around is 30 stones. Now I'm overweight and we'll be taking bleeding damage as we move around the map. Trade with the Missionary of Darkness. And can I give you like this? Will you hold that? Okay, excellent. Sometimes they're very big sticklers on what they can and cannot carry, like furniture typically. And you have nothing to say. But we get 5 influence as a result of that. There was something you could do in the original Alona, which was eat little ones as well. I don't really know what I'd want around here. That seems to be the only thing is you buy stuff from her. But I don't need the cooler. I don't need the body pillows. Maybe the Noble Bear? Is this the only... What's that? Oh, Pato's body pillow. Okay. That's just the only... I mean, this is the first place I've seen with a Noble Bear. I don't know if that's a good idea to get it from here. I may try looking that up. With the Noble Bear, I can tell my allies not to attack anybody. The other thing I can do is just dismiss them. This keep distance in civilized zones only gets you so far. But even then, when battles kick off, they might just as well shoot their railgun at your enemy or the person you failed to pickpocket. Okay, well, I guess we'll head back out there. I'm still headed to Port Kapul. Go ahead and return back to base and lick my wounds for a bit. Offload my gear. But I am still headed to Port Kapul to get myself a promotion, and I'm not sure what the next thing is. Alright, we are in a level 34 dungeon, and I utilized a formula, self-generated, so it may not be wholly accurate, to figure out what level of an opponent or big daddy that we can recruit. So according to this math, it is going to be level 38. We're going to go ahead and just work with this one for the time being. We finished pickpocketing everything from this. This is a level 34 Big Daddy. We've managed to steal everything from him. A runic tome, mithril banded mail. Let's go ahead and identify that. The titanium boots actually sounds very interesting. Not strong as adamantine, but it's stronger than most of the stuff we have. Yeah, I've increased the strength by 6. That's very solid. And I did mention before that my boots tend to be around 15 points of defense. This helmet isn't that useful. My casters are generally not going to require perception because they would use canes to shoot from afar. Mithril mace, I mean, it raises my will by 8, but I don't know what good that would be. I might hold on to it just to put in my locker of themed sets. I have the locker that gives me charisma. I have a locker that gives me blacksmithing skills, though we shouldn't need it anymore by this point. Let's see here. It's not bad. Good all-around stats, including defensive value. So this is pretty good. We'll leave that alone. This is not that hot. This is okay. And we'll probably also get rid of this. So I'm not sure how good the weapon fire multiple times really is. We'll just hold on to these and we'll get rid of the others. Okay. So this is the level 34 dungeon. Let's try seeing if we can get this guy to join us. Okay, we're gonna grab these potions and start throwing them at him. I'm waiting to make sure he doesn't like walk somewhere before I throw a potion at the floor. Okay, that's everything. What we're gonna try to do is, let's see here. Should I teleport away? We'll try casting it. Wait, we don't have enough mana. Okay. Yeah, let's just leave the area and then walk back. It's okay that they're fighting. It'll give my guys some experience points towards the combat skills. Alright, we'll just meditate here for a bit. Oh, apparently our character fell asleep. You know, that always annoys me that my character just suddenly spontaneously decides to just collapse where he is. I know it's because you get tired right here, but maybe he was tired. Yeah, he probably was sleepy. Still, that's not the point. If I wanted to rest, I would hit F5 for use, bed, and inventory. Those two things should be completely separate. The meditation should not lead into sleeping, but whatever. Fine, let's go ahead and cast Incognito. And I do think it's dumb. I understand why, but I do think it's dumb that mana costs get higher the stronger your spells get. That explains why sometimes I feel like I was able to cast Cure Critical Wound, and most of the time I can't. Because earlier it must have been at lower cost. It makes sense now. And I really feel that this Incognito was not in the 100 bracket. Because I kept an eye on it while I would pickpocket people, and I would not pickpocket anybody strong if I didn't have enough mana to cast this and run away. Not because I was worried about getting killed, but more because I was worried about killing them. Let's pick up all this stuff. We are overweight. Let's see here. Come with this. It requires 116 charisma. Okay. Let me run some numbers real quick. Okay, according to a spreadsheet I slapped together, it may not be wholly accurate. If at level 47 required 176 charisma, and assuming that there's no variance in stats, which there probably are, and this level 34 person, which requires 116 charisma, then at level 38, we would find an entity that requires 135 charisma. And that's what we can actually boost ourselves to, because we have a total of 69 points of charisma that we can add to our character. 64 from, actually it's completely double, right? Yeah, 64 from my equipment, and then plus 5 from purification. So that would get us to, 138. The mouse cursor is disappearing. That's because I'm alt-tabbing to look at my spreadsheet. So we could not only get this one, but if we were to look for a dungeon specifically at level 38, I should be able to get that one too, to try to squeak out the most. And that might not be it, but I do find sometimes calculating stuff be a little interesting. So we don't need to actually drink this potion. Let's go ahead and equip our charisma gear. Wait, I have an extra ring here. Oh, this is my old pickpocketing ring. I need to put that up. We upgraded our pickpocketing ring. This was a 1-star pickpocket ring, and we found a 3-star pickpocket ring. Actually, we found this in Port Kapul, which we are near, and I was pickpocketing the guild master, and I forgot that I wanted to get my promotion while we were there. So I ended up killing the people out. So they're dead. I'm waiting for them to respawn before I can get my promotion. All right, so we are now at 133 charisma. Okay, we now have a big daddy. I don't know if when we kill them, they can drop the little girl. We could try that. They probably have to be not in a party though. Don't use shared equipment, and why don't you wait at home? And so when we head back to base, we're overweight, so it's gonna take us a bit, because I did steal all his gear. But when we get back to base... Oh wait, that's right. We have Opatos. This is also Altar of Void over here. What we're gonna do is, real quick, we should have enough prayer capacity. I'm not wholly familiar with the faith aspect of the game, but we're at 28, and we might be able to get a lackey to carry some stuff for us. Let's see, where's the pray is an ability. I don't know also if it consumes the faith points and I have to start over. Not the experience level, but the points itself. I don't actually know how all that works. I think there in Alona Plus you could measure how much faith you had as a numeric. We're gonna go ahead and pray. And we get a 75-year-old female knight. Actually, don't use shared equipment. You have almost no gear. Let's see here. You like potions. That's sure. I guess a tank would like potions. Servant, favor of the earth, strength of earth, able to lift heavy objects, carry anything without complaint. And I assume that means furniture, because normally your allies will not carry furniture unless you gift it to them. Inflict gravity upon attack and mitigate fatal damages. So why don't we just hand you this stuff for now? And these, yeah, we'll just hand you this for now. We'll worry more about these specifics later. We are still overweight. You can carry 265 stones though. Let's go and offer, and we're going to try this giant. Where is that giant body? Right here. Okay, we converted it. And we'll convert this altar of Ith, or void. It's a void of Ith. And we'll use this rotten corpse of Hand of the Dead. Alright, and we'll continue on until we get 30 faith and get the final... I think it's final. I don't know how many rewards we can get from Opatos. We'll continue that. I have leveled up my blacksmithing skill. Where is it? Right here. It is 57 because I think 45 is the highest end thing in the game, and I wanted to be able to have that as my base. So my base is 47 plus the 10 from the God Blessing. So now I can construct whatever is the highest blacksmithing skill currently in the game, which might be generators or something. Okay. We are done with this dungeon. I'll see you when we get back to base and start trying to kill the Big Daddy. See if he drops us the little girl or not. Alright, we have returned back to base. And I'm... Okay, this person seems really cool, Kenneth, but she's really low stats compared to the rest of my team. So I'm waiting for the rest of my team to catch up to me. We're gonna go ahead and tell... Oops, I don't want to sleep. I want to wait at home. And then show me wares. We'll buy a stethoscope so I can show this to you. If we take a look at Kenneth, she has roughly, we'll say, 40 to 10 to 40 in her stats, like 12 charisma, 11 learning, fine. NPCs typically don't need these stats down here, at least to my knowledge. But strength and endurance are fairly good stats for them to have. Oh, and I think I would have forgotten to actually verbally say it, but I'll put it in the captions if I recall. The way life works is that is 100% of your vitality or hit points. So when I had that minus 15 life reduction because of my mutation or my ether disease, I was at 85% of my normal vitality. And thus that would have been something like 215. Then once we get that back up, I was about 250 or so. Okay. Anyways, so her stats are roughly 10 to 40. Okay. Now she does have this, and it says here, carry anything without complaint. I can actually overburden her. If we take a look at her gear setup, it says here 268 stones. I can maybe put on 290 stones and she'll carry that much. That's actually kind of cool. But it's not infinite. Still, it is a lot. And she didn't start with weight training, so I gave her exercise as a work or hobby, and now she'll start leveling up weight training. The Big Daddy, on the other hand, let's see, that's oh, it's in my hand, is roughly 50 to 120. You have to remember, we got these in the same, right in the same time span, with the same recording segment. And yes, I get it. This was a level 34 dungeon or something, and yet the hero, the god worshipper, is 10 to 40. This is 40 to 120. Alright, he is a gunner. He can wear the full loadout that anybody else can, minus the rings and necklace. And then over here will be the light slot, comparatively. For traits, they have gigantic scissors. I don't know what that does. It just seems like something you could do as close combat. This is something that most machines will have, so which is going to be 10 points against lightning and 20 points for poison and cut. Cool. So now we're going to try killing this thing. It's probably not going to work. They're just going to dislike me a little bit. But considering we're at 99 right now, we're okay. They would lose maybe 10, maybe 20 relationship. That's still well over enough to equip and unequip them to my liking. So I doubt we will get anything, but just in case, we do have the little ball ready to go. Why are you paralyzed? I mean, the massive damage to machines can make you paralyzed and confused. Because it deals cold damage, not lightning damage. You know, I might not actually be able to kill this thing. Because I can't tell my team to kill it. Do you dislike any of this? You seem okay with it. I might have to get you killed somewhere else. Because I don't even see a hit point thing for you. That's how, and you have no gear on right now. You're literally just hanging out in my base. With no armor or anything, except your natural tankiness. Which, by the way, where's my stethoscope? He has something like 400%. I picked up the TV. He has 200% life. So whatever a normal person at that would have, as he's frozen, he has 25% less speed. But yeah, whatever a normal person of his endurance would have, or whatever, or his endurance and level, I suppose, times 2. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill this guy. I'm in it. Wait, he died. I didn't see his hit points at all. Got a steel ore for it, but I hear roar. Girl. Nah. What is this? Egg of strange little girl. Okay, yeah. That's the people in the orphanage. I went around and fed them a love potion, because that's how you can get some of these NPCs to join you. If you can't talk to them, that's the only way to do a challenge. There are some people I haven't challenged yet because I wanted to get it on tape. Like, for example, the Port Kapul people that I murdered outright. If I get them to like me, I can challenge them. Then I assume that they would join us. But no, we didn't get anything for killing the Big Daddy. All right. Well, let me think here. Okay. Let's go ahead and tell Kenneth. Kenneth will wait here for a bit. We're going to head on out. Kenneth is leveling up skills at the home. So you saw that the Big Daddy had something like farming. With farming, they'll actually get the farming stat. Yeah, right here, which it doesn't really help them at all, but I want to give them as many skills as possible. So they stay at home until the 6 o'clock or whenever it happens. Was it 3? It's, I don't know when exactly it happens. So we're gonna have to march back up to Port Kapul. I was hoping to teleport back to the ruins we were just in where we got the Big Daddy, but I took too long managing stuff, and that has since expired. I can't return to it, so we gotta march on foot. Well, this gives me a chance to go make sure that our pickpocketing skill... Why'd you walk that way? This gives me a chance to make sure our pickpocketing skill is at the highest potential possible. Well, if I can get a piece of... Get some... Oh, this is cool. I feel like that always teaches me something I don't know, instead of leveling up something I do, which is good. That's absolutely what I want. Will we go on? You guys leave a corpse for me, please? Uh-oh. Hold on. Did I kill those cats? You should probably leave. I wanted to convert the altar of Juror, but I didn't find... Well, we do have the steel ore. You know what? We'll do that. If I see those guys, I will... Okay, they're not hostile right now. Or it may be that because I left. So yeah, well, I'll just toss in this steel ore that we got from the Big Daddy, and now it becomes an altar of Earth. I can disassemble it for a die. I didn't even get a die. I must have failed that roll. I'm not giving you my Godbane staff. I could give you a meteor in the face. My only worry is that my guys might burn a little bit doing so. These guys are floating. I would assume the earthquake doesn't hurt them, so we'll just cast Sound Ball. I don't think Sound Ball is actually hurting them. They are Electric Cloud, not Sound, so I would assume... Alright, whatever. Let's just let the automation work on it. This is good karma. Just murdering a bunch of people. They were minding their own business. Not really totally minding their own business, but still. I like the spam talk to continue to raise my charisma. Since we are a charisma-based class. Certain things, even though your abilities can be... They can be customized. If we look at something like farming, right, 100 plus 94 potential, because we are not a farmer, the base potential is lower. It's average, essentially. 100 might be the minimum for all of your skills. But if you are a farmer, it might be something like 130 minimum, even if you never go to a platinum trader. I think that's what eating the little girls would do. If you cook the corpses or something, it's supposed to raise your base potential from 80 to, I don't know, a max of 130 or something. If it actually gave me an advantage, I might think about it. I'm still not sure. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I might. Not because it will help me, but just because I want to continue to optimize the character. It's kind of like giving farming to my Big Daddy, you know? I don't think he's going to really farm, but there it is. So, the reason why I say it's probably not really... Well, it is base plus rest. So yeah, you know, it actually would help. I was thinking it was a minimum threshold, but as long as I ate food, it wouldn't matter, right? Like my charisma is a 396 potential, because I'm trying to focus on raising it a little more than averaging out all my stats. I was actually averaging out all my stats until I failed to get the Big Daddy, And I thought, oh man, I'm like 70 points below. So during my calculations, I figured, okay, if my character can fight, if my character is officially level 43, which again, that's how I kind of perceive it, my charisma is so low it can't even recruit a level 43 Big Daddy. Right? So, so I decided from there to start leveling up my charisma. That's why it's at 400 potential versus 200, right? Normally they were all skirting around 250, but yeah, eating the girls will raise that base rate. So yeah, I think I will. Goodbye. Okay, so we are here in Durfee. I can actually combat her, but I'm gonna wait until we get a bigger town. I don't know if there's an eventual cap. Well, actually, I think I can ask and then decline, right? Want to challenge you? Are you picking a fight? Yeah. So I don't know if this means that once we finish the challenge, we can actually recruit them. I'm gonna save that until we get a second town, and that'll have to wait for its own recording session. But this would have been otherwise a good time to do it. So I have mentioned that I typically was keeping my skills around 3 platinum. Well, actually, basically this means I would train all the 1 platinum, which is the cheapest it can be, and then training all the 2 platinum and stopping once the number hits 3. For pickpocketing, I did not do that. For pickpocketing, I've actually been ramping up to 5. So I pay all the 4s and stop at the 5. I might go further because we do have platinum. You know what? Maybe. And if we take a look at the other skills, it's 120 will get me 3 coins. We're at 93 and it's already at 5 coins. So it's based partially off of your current level, because my greater evasion's just at 27, but the potential is at 221, it's 3 coins. Potential for this one's at 193, but it's 5 coins. So there's no really waiting for it to get cheaper other than, making sure it stays at 4 or something. So I guess I do spend more on the pick. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. I mean, pickpocket's such a pain because you have to lose karma to do it. And so that means you got to really be smart about your targets. All right, well, we've completely cleaned out number 5, or the 5th platinum coin. We'll stop at 6. That leaves us with 400 spare platinum, which I don't know what we're using it for, but apparently we are at exactly 649,000. That was not planned. I don't have any money secreted away. This is all the money on my character. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. While we're here, we'll take a look at this. I want to get promoted. Unfortunately, we cannot approve your promotion at this time. I probably have to continue the storyline. This is always good to pilfer for money, and then thusly your contribution. What I really need to do is get my karma back up, though, because I'd rather, instead of stealing gold, because we have the money, I'd rather steal Big Daddy equipment. Let's see here. I entered from this side because I'm waiting for it to load. I like buying these. I don't know if it's how useful it is. I can easily, because our character's just so buff and has high pickpocketing skill, I can actually just take these golden statues, which are roughly worth 200 gold. Interestingly, I don't know if this is, I don't know if these guys scale with you or something, but the Durfee Horden, I cannot pickpocket these guys. These guys catch me. I don't know if it's because of the bunny, it counts as a shopkeeper and thusly super alert, but they're rated as easy. But they catch me when I try pickpocketing down here. So I mean, that's just leveling up in Durfee. I don't expect to get good prizes, but if you're pickpocketing cheap stuff in Durfee, you can go back to the platinum trainer and say, hey, my potential's bottomed out. Can you train me for the cheapest price you can muster, right? But Durfee's on the west end of the world. If I'm doing anything else, such as Palmia, which is in the center, or Massilia, which is in the southern center, that's a bit a ways from Durfee. These animals were summoned by the animal trainer when they caught me stealing, and somehow they've walked down here. I think the mother probably drafted them in. The mother, that's why there's a mother policy to prevent them from entering. It's because they draft your NPCs and move them around. And they also, I mean, I don't know what kind of fetish the developer has, but yeah, that's what moms are, I suppose. Maybe that's a translation thing. Any good quests here? 2 days to Akiotola, probably not. We could do this one. I mean, it's super easy, but it's not a particularly exciting quest to show. So I'll go ahead and stop the recording here, and we'll catch back up on the next segment. Okay, while wandering around, hold on, let me step back out. Okay, while wandering around in Old Shore Danger Level 10, we found a Big Daddy. This is, of course, you see at the top, it says Big Daddy, easy to kill. So I think we do eat the little girl. Let's see here. I mean, he's really not going to be difficult for us to defeat. I'm assuming, we don't need to pickpocket him. Get some negotiation XP out of it. Is there really anything else? Is it that simple? Just kill him and get the... We don't even need the little ball. Yeah, I guess we just fight him and kill him. So this is a level 10 Big Daddy. Alright, do I just destroy you? Do I need anatomy? I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's try killing you outright. Corpse of little one, there we go. And it has the Adam meat, so now we need to cook this up and eat it. It does not give us flesh or whatever, human flesh, because these are actually chaos shaped. They're not actually people. That's not me trying to justify anything. Even if it was people, I'd probably eat this for the stat gains. We're literally right next to Port Kapul. We'll just head on in, buy some things to cook with it, maybe warp home and use our barbecue set. In fact, let me make sure the game's loading because of the music. It is fresh. Yeah, let's put this in there so that it doesn't rot. Okay, let me think here. What do we need? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much, but my character is hungry. This is a mighty fine time to be dining, right? So we may want like some fruit. Oh, there's a barbecue set right here. Okay, so this is the last thing I cooked on it. My cooking skills actually at 44. But this is one of the higher ends. So we could do Corpse of Little One, and we would need some sort of nut and some seaweed. We don't have any nuts. We gotta go find some then. Alright, we'll be right back. I'll do the quest in a bit. I want to find some nuts. Okay, we got ambushed. That's totally fine. So one thing I've learned is that I can load my characters up with like slate blocks and then tell them to go home and they'll put it up for me. At least that's what I perceive it, because I don't recall taking it out of their inventory. I mined an entire dungeon level of copper walls only, and then I mined an entire dungeon level of granite walls and slate floors. Later, I'll do copper walls and copper floors, but at the time, the place had vanished by the time I finished the walls. We need to find some nuts. Seriously? Not a single bush around here. Well, there's a bush, but that's a berry bush, and it has nothing in it. Oh, there's one. Let's take that. And head on back. What else do we need? Okay, we got the nuts. Is it just seaweed? It's a vegetable of some sort. This is a fruit seller, I believe. Fruit vendor. Yeah, fruit shopper. So there's no... I don't think there's a vegetarian or vegetable shopkeeper. I really don't think there is. Furniture, fish. Vomit on the floor. Show me your wares. Here's a fruit. -2 endurance, -3 perception. I don't like that. Okay, what else we got? Some fish. A butcher, he's unlikely to have anything. Show me wares. Okay. Well, we'll try buying this real quick. For all of 1,000. And then, what we're gonna do is we just need one vegetable. So I'm gonna actually split this using control. And the reason why we split this is if I break it all as a stack of 9, I only get one shot at this. Remember, I just need one vegetable. Alright, then we'll hold Alt and just left click all of this stuff. And we'll smash each one individually. Alright, what did we get? We had a total of 9 meats. And we bought 9 things, so I mean, I guess it works out. Let's try one of her dishes. Wares, egg flan, meat stir fry. And the reason I picked that one is because that dish does have meat as its main thing, but it does require a vegetable, right? So it makes sense that it would have it. No, I'm not seeing. I guess we'll just do the avocado. Wait, this is a processed food. I don't know if it counts as a vegetable. And to me, I think it sounds like a vegetable. Let's see what this guy has as a fruit vendor. Yeah, so you'll see it says categorized as fruit, whereas my avocado says categorized as preserved food. But this dude sells vegetables. I didn't have to buy 1,000 gold worth of corpses. Okay, so our only choice is really the kabochi, though I might be able to dismantle the tomato meal for something. The kabochi sounds fine because it's one of the rare vegetables that will get you strength potency, I think. Most of them don't. So that's fine. I'm not going to stress out too much about it. We just want to add them. But I wanted to show basically what goes into cooking a dish here in this game. All right, eat the corpse of the little one. We have the nuts and the kabochi. We'll do the back. No, we'll do the charisma. We want the charisma more. It's just that this is one level higher, right? Even though it's of a different step. But we are magic cast in class. So my magic's only at a paltry 48. You know what, we'll do soy sauce because I think it's more interesting as a video. Alright. Let's go ahead and cook this up. And we chow down. Where did you go? Where? Oh, right here. Grilled little one. Let's go and eat this. Oh, I haven't hallucinated in a while. Back when I was so poor, I ate everything off the floor. Alright, let's take a look at my base 85. Look at that. Okay, so it's just a game, guys. Hopefully people don't get up in arms about this. This place has not respawned then since I was last here, I think. The reason I say that is because I was messing around with my rods that I was carrying, and I cast... Apparently, when you're teleporting, you can only target yourself, right? Teleport to a random location, self. But when I was messing around targeting the dummy with my rods and stuff, I teleported it away. And I thought, oh, that's the way I can steal stuff. So let's say I put this rod of short teleport, right? And let's say that I wanted to rob this bank. Well, this dog is actually a guard, but what I could do is I could zap the guard away for a couple minutes, I guess, and then what was this? I could pilfer all the boxes inside. The delivery box is missing because I pickpocketed it because I was fishing here. I was waiting for the guards. I was waiting for the people to respawn. So I thought, oh, I'll fish in the meantime because there's some fish shopkeepers, right? So I bought some bait and started fishing. And I fished up like a 600 stone statue. I was like, oh, man, I don't want to die carrying this. So I stole the delivery box. And then I found out I can't actually place it. All right, a couple things. First, I realized that we didn't bring our full party because we left Ferris behind after we bought the stethoscope from her. So let's go ahead and recruit. So this is where I can make up for the fact I killed the Big Daddy. Let's see here. Talk. We're only down to 89, so they lost 10 relationship with us. That's not really a big deal. We'll get them some basic gear in a bit. Another thing I wanted to cover is these are not what These are normal adventures where you can see that their sprite work is repeated. However, the special ones, the super special ones, let me see if we get to the quest board. It's over here, right there. Adventure ranking. Some of these, like basically from here on higher, it looks like these are Emissary of Ivory Tower all the way up are unique sprites. And God Cursed Gaki is here. She does not count as an adventure as far as the searchable goes, right? You see that she doesn't show up at all, but if I type in Gaki, she's right here. And apparently she's hanging out in the drug den. In fact, it looks like she's interacting with a oh, no, maybe. No, it's the sheep, because you can see that the sheep is actually very sick and distracted at the top of the screen. So she just happened to be in the area. Okay, well, let's go ahead and challenge. Now, her gimmick is that she just says weakling for everything, and then you get parentheses, the translation of that. Also, this twinkle means that we can find a small medal here. I'm thinking of doing a video where you can find small medals. I wonder if that'll do better than my playthrough for videos. Alright, what I like to do for this is I like to just throw meteors on the floor because we won't be around long enough to burn. Of course, I have to actually successfully cast it. And there we go. Battle is done. Semkori's fighter paper longsword turns to dust. We get a silver bejeweled amulet, and well, she actually has a unique item. She happens to be carrying one right now. We're gonna try to pickpocket it. If it doesn't work, I guess we'll just accidentally kill her for it. I don't know. Okay. Paper short bow. Plastic ring. Okay, she caught the guards, that's fine. There's really not much we can do, she's gonna die. Even though she's a rank A adventurer, I don't know if it's the fact that we just finished a battle with her and maybe her health hasn't fully regenerated, but she'll die pretty quick. And it's not like I'm trying to, like there was just 2 blasts of the railgun. But she does drop this Kaki Wakazashi. It's categorized as a short sword, and I don't have the ability to identify it here in this town. So we'll have to take it back to base to look at what that is. And then Jatu, did I say that right? Made from Rubinus, carved from the horn of a malevolent demon that once captured people, insulted them, and stole their food. It is said that those cut by this blade can hear the demon's curses. Okay. While we're here, a couple things I'd like to point out. I like to go around and find interesting tiles. Sometimes breaking the tile apart or an object apart will get me the recipe once I've broken it. Oh, guards are actually upset with me. Hold on, let me... Oh, there goes another guard. Alright, fine, whatever. Let's just duck out of here. For example, this floor is chromite. And a lot of times when you break a floor, you get something like a die. Well, this is actual chromite. Let me just show you. Chromite cut stone. And that's a very powerful item. Like, you can make chromite gear with this. So I had, at one point, gone through... Basically, once I prevented myself from getting the promotion, I decided, alright, who cares? I'm just gonna go and kill everybody in this place and mine up their floor. In this room is iron. Let me see if I can find a spot that's nice and quiet so I can show you. Iron cut stone. It is not a dyed floor. Many times you'll find a dyed floor, but in most of the parts of the game you'll find some sort of stone. But this is, yeah, this is all chromite around here. I don't have my furniture ticket with me right now, but in order to see what an object is underneath the showcases, or if there's many objects in a certain stack, like these chests over here, you can hold the furniture ticket in your hand and then right-click the target, and it'll ask you which item you'd like to redeem. And that would tell you, like, hey, right here might be a target dummy that is magnificent and a lame tapestry or something. Let's go and talk to her and get our promotion. We satisfy the requirements for the next level. And this right here will be the last promotion of the Fighters Guild that we can enable. If you take a look at our quest, for the Thieves Guild, which we've maxed out, and I just showed that, we were already at 2,600 out of 2,600, but we can't go any further than this, so we're stuck at rank 5. In the Fighters Guild, we're at rank 4, so once we hit this 1,700, yeah, we will be making progress towards the eventual 2,600, but we're going to be stuck probably at 5 is what I may assume. But yeah, we're making 400 there, 200 there, 600 total, 1,100, 1,400 total salary just from my guild ranking, which is not exactly spectacular, but it is definitely something. And given how little I do the shipping part, it gives me the most money. But yeah, you'll find granite and stuff. That's not really fancy, but for example, this carpet topaz, that does not give you topaz. Over here is like meteorite. Yeah, you'll find meteorite in a lot of places. This is typically, let me see, like this adamantite. You think, oh, that's amazing. No, it's gonna be dye. You picked up adamantine dye. So any carpet is pretty much just going to be dye. That's going to be meteorite dye over here. Yeah, because I first encountered this when I was in Durfee. And it's like, meteorite? That sounds amazing. Well, there actually is a meteorite stuffed bear. I haven't broken them down yet, but I have pickpocketed the stuffed bear so that I can break it down later. Anything else to cover while we are here in Port Kapul? Unfortunately, I'm used to this being the Mages Guild. In the Alona. I wish that there weren't 2 bars. Also, I don't know if it's a matter of how long I've played the game, but some new characters have appeared. For example, this Patissier wasn't here before. I don't know if maybe it was the game patched, but there's also been some miners that have been walking around Durfee, as in like the guy who digs, not as in a young person. Also, children in this game can be 40 years old, so and they drink and do things with other individuals. I was walking through Durfee, by the way, with like a summoned bear in tow, and I go around to the bar to start talking to some of the people there. I turn around and there's a prostitute interacting with my bear. I guess after Baldur's Gate, I guess this all seems so normal for people, huh? Alright, but yeah, this is all granite. It's not spectacular. You can see that I actually have mined a little bit up here, because I was just curious how good this light soil is. It's not that good, but I stripped down a decent chunk, of course losing some karma in the process, but that's alright, because karma is really meant to be consumed in this game. That's definitely not the way karma works, but I like crushing stuff so that I get the building recipe. For example, I think when we went to Cyberdome, I smashed up a wall and I got that wall's recipe. So let's switch my pickaxe and like smash this marble wall. I didn't learn how to make marble walls here, but I think I already knew it because I think on a previous time where the map had spawned, I smashed the back of this warehouse, and this is actually marble wall. I'm pretty sure that's when I got the technology for that. Also, this stair here at least is a generator. I'm assuming it powers the whole map, and the Fighters Guild is over here. I believe there's an extra area in Lumiese that we have not yet covered. A sewer system, in fact. So the next time we head there on tape, I will check that out with you. Let's see, anything else? Did I talk about the boats? I have not yet. Okay, check this out. Check this out. This is really cool. Again, this is a karma hit, but I mean, it's a currency. It's a resource to be used like influence. So I stole that shipboard plank. I can never walk here again until the map resets. Okay. If you haven't noticed, I've been trying to talk to everybody, getting their favorites, and getting them to really like me. I have made that such an objective of mine that I've even done that to these cats. And if you have trouble getting to this thing, you can just see I'm pressing Z right now, which is on my keyboard, to go to the bottom left. Now that's not a default key. And I can't go on this boat. But if I place this, so I was able to pickpocket this gangplank, or whatever it's called. Now I can walk on it. I'll walk on the boat. If you use a ladder, you can go you need 2 ladders here and here. But the cats will eventually walk into the water, and you have to kind of track them all down. But yeah, look, I've talked to these cats. He's at 79. I don't have his favorites yet, because that's just a random. There we go. 75 and favorites. What about this other cat? 77. No favorites yet. This other cat, 75. Favorites, done. Whoops. I don't want to invite anybody to my red. 78 and favorites. So, like, this is completely out of the way. And no, you don't actually have to, lower the gangplank. Yeah, you can just talk from here, and that's okay. I wanted to know how you could get on these boats. Additionally, check this out. This is ridiculous. Ready? I'm gonna smash this boat. I won't target the ship ladder, and I can't steal the boat because it's 760 stones. I look forward to the day I can pickpocket something like that, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to. the entire thing decreases in elevation once I destroy the boat. And then we learned how to make a mail post by destroying that. So yeah, I go around and smack up a lot of stuff, whether it's random walls or flooring. I try to destroy a little bit of every flooring so I can learn new recipes. In a dungeon, I'll be digging up dirt walls, and suddenly I'll learn how to make stone pillar. So it's not necessarily what you break is what you get, but it definitely spurs on some more creativity in your character or motivation. I'm trying to walk into this room that we... Okay, so I was going to smash up the stuffed cat. But yeah, then just go around, break stuff, lose karma, and then get it back later. Alright, I think that covers everything in Port Copol. I am very curious what this is, so we'll be covering that in a bit. And of course we have her corpse here. This has the human flesh thing. It is not as good as our Adam. We're back in base, and this is what the katana looks like. It is, we already knew it was made of Rubinus. It increased our life by 8, which is, I think, 3 higher than standard Rubinus items. It makes us literate by 2 stars, and that's probably because it does mind damage and gives us mind resistance by a phenomenal amount. It also inflicts nether damage on top of it, though I don't know how much these numbers are because the weapon itself, without those elements, does 4d6 plus 5, I believe. I don't think the plus 5 has anything to do with the mind and nether damage. It also negates fear and confusion, so this is really solid for defense, as well as extra damage. It's already my dagger that I was already using was 4d5, and this is 4d6. So we're gonna go do dual wielding at this point. I will admit that my character has no real battle practice with dual wielding. I may, if I didn't start with 11, then I must have trained it out of training dummy. But I don't ever remember dual wielding in an actual battle since. So our character is probably going to miss half the shots with his left hand. It says here hit 65%, but that's okay. He'll get better over time, and it's probably now we should start shying away from magic because my spells get more and more expensive the more I learn them. I've also been trying to work on magic capacity because I was always scared I would just die outright. So I to cast some spells at remember when I was talking about like using the training wands on dummies and stuff. I also cast some spells at the dummies, and I haven't really developed our stealth as much. But these are just some minor things we're taking a look at. Let me go and disable those. Our town is really, really crowded, and we're about to make it a little more crowded. Somehow Dodo decided to spawn back here. Actually, we have Isargrad, that's the dude from the story. I put his grave in the very back. You can't even walk there because the cauldron is keeping the whole thing like walled off. And then we got a wooden statue of a baby. So at some point, I just threw it in the cauldron and it sits there on top as a furniture. This stuff over here is like furniture for future offerings to the gods. I don't really know if it's worthwhile to hold on to like that. It was just something that I had read as a recommendation, use rods for this god and junk or graves for this god. So I just had some practice chests laying around because I used to have practice chests in the barracks for everybody. These are the people that I think we'll be taking with us on a regular basis. We used to use 2 Silver-Eyed Witch. We're going to replace one of the Silver-Eyed Witch with the Kenneth the Golden Knight, who is not particularly strong. I'm not sure if I would have showed her stats yet, but I have... Actually, I think I did because, let's see here, because we did get a stethoscope. Oh, those are... Here it is. I knew it was somewhere. But we'll go ahead and show the stats again. We'll compare it to the other. So I've gone ahead and given her a little bit in everything so that she has all the class skills like everyone else in my army does. Whether or not they'll ever use it. For example, I don't know if they would ever use Gathering, right? Literacy they might use when I give them books so that they successfully change religion, because they can actually fail it. And then you just, I don't know, give them the book again. And the book will lose 1 charge if it has any more charges. And when they succeed at changing religions, the book is consumed entirely anyways. Anatomy is, they probably do use that when they kill things, but stuff like appraising, I don't really see them ever. I don't think they'd ever do it. We'll compare that. So this is my melee unit. We'll compare that to the other melee unit in the army. So like, I didn't really talk about the stats, but she's got, we'll say, something like 10 to 40, and this unit has 70 stats. So she's really far behind everybody because it took me a long time to get to that point in our religion. We do actually have faith 30 now, but I don't know how to really tell what my piety is. You're supposed to see a message that says something like you feel a sense of oneness with your God. Right here, faith. So we actually have hit 30 very, very recently. All right, so these are our 2 frontliners. This is our reviver unit, so we'll be hosting with her. And this is our Big Daddy. We'll be riding the Big Daddy into battle. The Big Daddy does not have a neck slot, and I'm thinking of trying to give him ether disease so that he gets the your neck is big ether mutation, which gives you like 45 protective value, but prevents you from wearing neck items. All right. So the Big Daddy and the little girls are all a reference to BioShock. I believe that's how you really do a reference, not make a backpack that looks pretty much, very, very strikingly similar to the Ultima backpack and say like that's a reference. I don't think that's a reference, right? I think that's more of a ripoff. This Big Daddy, that's a reference. It does not look like the Big Daddy from BioShock. It does not act like the Big Daddy from BioShock. Like, yes, you kill him, you get the little girl, but it doesn't do anything other than just patrol of an area, right? And then its purpose is to be hunted by you to bring the little girls to the orphanage, which, while similar, right, it has its own Ilona spin on it. Okay, you, instead of draining them for Atom, you can eat them for Atom. I think I'm pretty sure it's Atom in the maybe it was Atom with the D or T, right? I was saying Atom like the electrons and stuff, but maybe it was Atom like Adam and Eve. I don't remember. It was a long time since I played BioShock, though I did play BioShock 2 online quite a bit. I was pretty fierce, but anyway. Yeah, this is a reference because this is not what I remember him looking like. I remember like a giant bulbous head with a grid over it, like a fish helmet. This looks kind of more like a BattleTech suit or Robotech, and that's cool, right? Instead of a giant drill, I kind of remember a drill. He's got like a Gatling gun on his right hand. So yeah, I feel like that is a proper reference. I'm just rambling, I suppose. And then we have our 2 security guards, which are gunners. So we have 2 melee, and then we have our host in riding, and we have 2 range units, and then we get our 2 named characters, just because anybody watching Ilona, having played Ilona, will recognize, oh, that's Loito, that he's a gunner, and that's Ferris, she's the healer, right? So this is our 8. We can actually take more than that, but we will take a speed penalty for the whole party, not just me. All right, let's see how crowded it is out there. Ready? This is what it looks like in my base. This is the guest room area. It's called the Meadows Respite. As we can see, we've been running out of room in our barrels, so I just built this tower of barrels for the time being. That's where I put all the corpses and eggs. When we do eventually expand the base, when I make a base episode for that, we're obviously gonna have more room. Like, I eventually started running out of room in this barracks. This is where I used to keep the practice chests, and which I've turned into my offerings chests. When I come back with gravestones and rods. Oh, speaking of which, we did become a living mana battery again. Great. That happened because I was trying to pickpocket a Luminaire, because I hadn't really been to Massilia in a long time, and I felt much tougher. So I went over there. I didn't try killing her, but I tried pickpocketing her, and she just kept catching me and casting ether disease on me, and now I have this. Let's see here. Yeah, this is really, really crowded right now. Oh, this person, when I approach the base, this person's not actually in my army. If I go to the residential board, this is not a resident. You can see that there's no about something, like actually is what you can see. Here's what I mean. Like, if I talk to this public performer, that's one of my teammates. You can see here it says, let's talk, join me in actually, right? I don't have any of those options for this person. So she's not actually a part of my empire, but she could join us if I get our relationship above 75. And so we're almost there. Right, we had 75 right there. Okay, that was not planned. I just stopped hitting talk when I got her favorites finally, and I was gonna go give her like a pot or an onigiri. Okay, so now she can actually join us if we wanted to heal her. So I'll think about it. I don't know how long she'll stick around for. We might actually do that because my people that I've been getting, they were pretty much slaves. Like, I bought all of these people, and I since I'm a charisma-based character, I could easily recruit them from a town. But I have a video in mind for that, though I don't know if it'd ever kick off. So I have a video in mind for that. That's why we haven't done it. Someone leave a rotten sea urchin on the floor. I guess they just never finished fishing. Chuck that in the trash bin there. Let's see what else is there. The Briarblade Arsenal. That's where we keep all of our weapons of war. And then I put the animal beds in here for the time being because I just don't have the room. And we have 3 different crafting stations, so I've barely ever touched this one. I have used this one quite a bit because I wanted to level up my blacksmithing skill, which is currently 57. So I could probably just run up to stuff and dismantle it and immediately build it right away. I plan on doing that to generators. Okay, that's an overview of the base. It's about to get a little more crowded because I'm thinking of hiring this bartender. Once we expand the base, I will probably do livestock. So let's go ahead and hire Monasid. So that's our first bartender that I'm probably the only one for this town. Cryo Freezer number 2 has a bunch of fertilized eggs, right? Like 19 fertilized eggs of snow pizza. I could have actually been using this all this time, but I felt that my base was crowded enough as it is. But that's okay because we can build an incubator and that'll actually make my snow pizza stronger. Not that I would probably ever do that. When you hatch eggs on a mattress, they get baby 2. That's the feat name. But when you hatch eggs through an incubator built with blacksmithing skill, we have the computer. We actually have 2 computers. One is in storage, which I can craft with, and one's right here that's unfortunately buried behind this stack of figurines. That's where all my statues go. Like if I kill a fire drake, his statue goes in there. But there's a computer right there on that podium that needs that telescope, and then here's a whiteboard or blackboard. All right, it's meant to be kind of like a classroom setting next to all the trash because it's again no room. Anyways, we have the icy chips, we have ingots galore. All right, I've as far as copper goes and slate and granite, I have that in heaps, in droves, because I have cleared out dungeons just for those resources. I would mine the walls out. But yeah, we'll probably build this incubator if I want to pull the trigger on that. And then when you put an egg in that, they get baby 3, meaning they can drink 3 milks. And that's what, what was that? Hold on. This is an intruder. We don't have ducks on the field here. Man, I can't even kill them in one hit. The reason I don't care for ducks is I can't shear them. And the only reason I shear these guys is just to get level ups. I don't particularly care about having wool or cashmere, but that would help me do the spinning in here. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna head back out there. I'm probably gonna make a detour back to Port Kapul because it is almost the close of the festival. So I'll run in there on the festival map, chop down all the Palulu trees, and then when the month ticks over, I'll chop down all the Palulu trees again. Why are you hurt? Oh, probably because you stole my equipment. That's probably why. You stole my equipment and probably gave you some life up, right? Wait. Okay, that's ether resistance. Yeah, they like to just steal all my stuff when they show up. So we'll take her out for a spin so that her affinity goes up because she'll like me more when she kills things. Let's see here. I can't see what kind of AI you have, but I'm going to assume that you are a gunner because you start with the ranged mastery. Favor of the luck. It's pretty good for I guess when you pair that with your thief's luck. Okay. Protected from item destruction by cold. You shouldn't get to use that, hopefully, because you are a gunner and you should stay back. But I would say that most of the cold attacks I get are cold breath, which has a pretty impressive range. So yeah, I guess you could get hit by it. Fire, lightning sound. That's probably standard for your... I could probably learn what that is eventually. But I'm going to assume that all gunners do that, fire, lightning sound. In fact, let's take a look at... Loito. Fire, lightning sound. Yeah, she's probably the same thing. And I don't know what things make it to the cut, so I may repeat myself, but this weapon style doesn't mean like that's the only thing she'll ever use. That just means that that's probably her highest stats. So this Mica Mace, right? She's decided, out of her own choice, pulled out the Mica Mace to equip. And my belief is they always pull out the most expensive thing, not necessarily the best thing. For example, NPCs don't get the ambient ether that exists in the world. Like, if you do nothing and stay in your base all day long, you eventually get ether disease anyways. Your NPCs, on the other hand, will never do that. They can get ether disease if you put it upon them, like give them ether gear. I have some ether gear. Or if they get blasted by ether spells. I have some ether gears over here. This is my cabinet of interesting things or different sets of costumes. So like this is the Micah set in here, and of course some of these things have some pretty cool names. Again, I don't know what things will have survived the cut, so I apologize if I have already said this stuff. Like this one's called the Evil Lady. I showed that to my wife. This one's called the Manly Lord. Awesome revival. I have this in there because it gives me blacksmithing skill. Not that I'll need it at this point since my blacksmithing is so high. I could probably put that in the normal. Like this is another blacksmithing skill right here. Let's see here. That's my Micah sets. Micah set. I think this one gives me negative damage in case I want to try. I think it's called sandbagging, but that's not really something that happens in this game, so I might not need it. Still, I'm holding on to it just in case. This gives me better performance, which the microphone does have, but since you don't technically equip a microphone, you can use it. You could put it in your grab slot, but it's not actually equipped, so you don't actually get any bonuses to music. This one you equip, so this would actually increase my music skill. And this one's a funny name, the Bitching Pope. Probably one of the few times I've cussed on the channel, but this is a game where you like deliberately breed units, and there's prostitutes walking in every city. All right. Let's see here. What is this chest? Oh, this is my charisma chest. If I needed just an extra ooh, like if I see a big daddy that needs more charisma than I currently have. And then here's my ether gear. It accelerates the progression of ether disease. So I was thinking of like maybe slapping that on the big daddy here. Speaking of which, we did take a look at him before, and because he's a robot, he actually has a weakness to lightning. So I've shored that up with quite a bit of armor. And then he's not quite immune to fire and cold, but he is very resistant to it. And it's not going to hurt much. And as you know, just because he would be my mount, he's going to carry extra little balls for me. We already tried killing the Big Daddy, and that did not drop another little girl. Okay, so you have decided to help yourself to my equipment, so we'll let you join us for a little bit, just to get your affinity up. Why don't we talk to you a bit? Let's see. Okay, we know that you like guns and pies. Okay. Here, actually, let's. The order only ever shows up if you were like to try to blend something, or you get a chance to cast a spell on your party, like enchant armor. So let's see. You are going to be the symbiote, and then you are going to be the mount. And you guys are the melee, so we'll have you join first. Oh. No BGM. Did I just like permanently mess something up? I wanted to still rotate. But I don't want to... Okay, I clicked no BGM again. I guess I shut it off. Okay. Then Gikugen is the strongest of these two. She was the one that joined first. Mensis was hired later. And show me your wares. I will take a stethoscope and a whip of love. We're gonna need that whip to train her up. Okay. Oh, we're crowded. That's right. We're gonna leave the... We'll leave Did we leave the better one behind? Yeah, let's leave the better one behind. Wait at home. Okay, now we're not crowded. 659 damage. That's what she does, just on a casual shot. Okay, we went back into town because I forgot to do something. We're gonna show you what the KK Whip Selector mod looks like. So once you whip the character, if you don't have this mod, which basically means you're playing, if you're playing vanilla, you do not get this pop-up. And then you just randomly get any one of these 3 pages as your work. For the time being, let's pick something that's fairly useful. How about anatomy? This says that this person already has a 10 in anatomy, but that's because of equipment or gods or something. Let's see here. You've got faith. Regeneration's a fairly good one to learn. Yeah, let's just get an anatomy first. And then you get a hobby, which is like 5 pages, which some of them do repeat, for example, the self-harm, but there are more hobby options. For example, you could give your guys Rambo if they don't start with the gun ability, which many NPCs do not start with the gun ability. So unfortunately, you might end up handing them a gun because it's the most powerful thing, not realizing they would never build up skill in it. Alright, so we're going to pick, I guess, nursing, which kind of goes into the whole bartending thing, actually kind of makes it a little funny. Because the bartender, their role is to revive units, and the nurse's job will automatically passively revive them. So this is something that I can do because of the mod. Yes, I guess compared to a person who plays the vanilla only, this would be considered a cheat, but I personally do not understand why you couldn't just reassign people, right? But, I mean, games get a game, I suppose. Yeah, let's just check this in the normal gear box for now. And they will only get those experience points when they... Actually, hold on. They'll only get those experience points when they are at the base. Since she's following me around, she will not get those experience points. Cool thing. This is the first NPC I have seen that has both marksman and tactics. Most people, most of the melee units only have tactics. Right? They never get marksman. And then most of the gunners only have marksman. You know, gunners, archers, whatever. They don't have tactics. She's unique in that, so maybe she'll be a mainstay of the party. Probably not, because typically they're not doing both actions. Still, it's cool to have. All right, now let's get back out there. We're gonna head towards Port Kapul. Actually, we could hit this. Yeah, it's a very low-level dungeon, but I guess why not? She needs to practice. Exploring mode. That's a one of luck. So it's a lightweight one I can just grab and bring home. But I'm pretty sure I have over 8 altars. I don't know how many altars I need though. All right, let's go back and get it. And let's see, I can just pass this over to Kenneth to go tonight. Grab that grave. This is an oak hammer. I'm gonna have to think about that. What do I want to make oak? Anything? I don't know what I would want to be. I tried making one of these blankets granite, so those be fireproof. Unfortunately, it still uses up charges. So yeah, I thought, okay, if I have a fireproof blanket, this is gonna be amazing. But I doubted it was gonna work, because otherwise I probably would have heard about it or something. I once found a pot of noodles that was granite. I think I probably stole it or something. I don't know where it came from, so I just chucked it in the shipping bin because it wouldn't stack with anything. I wish I could take it with me and then decide later. Yeah, that's where we want to head. That's an altar of the element, which is not my guy. The AI does, the automatic bot thing does not open chests. Okay, well, we're pretty much done here. I don't think there's going to be anything. This shade, actually, I've been thinking about trying to get some shades in my team, though I don't know if it'll be worth it. On the wiki, it says that these guys have touch of weakness, I think, something like that. Let's deal with this guy first, though. Yeah, that was a real quick run. We still have the oak hammer. What do I want to make oak, though? Let me think about that for a bit. Maybe this broom. I mean, it kind of makes sense to make it oak. I once saw a straw place, and I kind of made something else straw. Maybe like my bed or something. No, my bed's cotton. I don't know what I made straw, but then I kind of regretted it later and wish I made my broom straw because I thought makes that feels right. Because when you think of the broom, yes, the shaft might be wood, but the main part of the broom that you use for dusting would probably be straw. All right, let's make this thing because I don't want to take 15 minutes to figure out in what in my inventory or my base we can make oak. So I'm gonna assume this is gonna make it lighter. If not, I'll just get another broom. It starts out as granite, strangely enough. So it's 1.1 stones now. It's 0.5. Ah, that's good. I mean, we can carry 200, so it's not like that big of a difference, but every little bit helps. One of the things I am doing is trying to lower this cooler box. When I find a scroll of flying, I throw it on that. Yes, I could put more scrolls of flying on my magnificent wagon. It would actually help more. But I don't know. I feel like the cooler box needs love too. That's really why. That's for the same reason, for example, we're bringing out the bartender, right? Bartender's not going to be a hardcore combatant, but I just want them to like me. So if they go around killing things, they like me more. This is Altar of Luck. We can help ourselves to another one of these. What was that? Feyborn Child. Okay, Magic Ball, that's good, because I was worried that was Ether Ball. Magic is its own, I guess, element type, maybe? I don't know. And Ether is the one that makes people, it'll say, instead of saying blasts away, it'll say Minces, the security guard waivers, or something like that. Pick up a gene of Bashy the bartender. Was there an enemy bartender? What's this gene? Memory of North. Okay, so if I want somebody that isn't... So if I had maybe like a fire creature or something that was weak to cold, I could probably put that on him. What's up? Sure, let's just challenge you. I could pickpocket you, but you're rank A. You might actually have decent loot for... All right, let's do it. Let's pickpocket you. I've used up my karma on sillier things, so this is rank A adventure is probably not bad. My only worry is that I get caught and then my guys gun her down before we have a chance to do the challenge. So by pickpocketing her clean, we get platinum coins instead of like nothing. So once she has no more gear to give us by taking it away from her. And of course the mother just appeared to interfere with this. I want to walk in to separate them because right now if I try doing anything, it'll be against the mother. So I don't care what the mother has. That was not like a jump cut. She just literally warped in to attack Chi Boss. She's still going, but that's, you know what, that's fine for right now because you're going to be sick during this actual battle. Maybe not. Maybe you got healed. Why am I not casting? I have a 70% chance. I failed like 3 times. 4 times. So was that really 4 times? Let's see here. You cast Meteor. Oh, way to go. You failed to cast. You failed to cast. Failed to cast. Is it only 3? I guess. Yeah, 60 each. Okay, that's still a lot. So now we're going to burn mana overload. It's gonna, and I have turned off the prompts for crime and mana overload. So we took a little bit of damage from that because we went under. It's like stamina basically. All right, let's just go ahead and finish you off. And we get 3 platinum coins. Really, the platinum coins are not that big a deal because we can easily do any of these quests. Well, most of these quests. Like this one, I like doing those because it gives me an excuse to build up my music skill. If my teammates stay out of the way, then the rest of the audience can get closer to me. All right, that's the orphanage leader right there. All right. He died quick. Let's go ahead and cast Incognito. All right, I think we're all right for the most part. What did we get out of this? More karma loss, probably. All right, how much karma did we lose? I don't think we lost much, if anything. Let's see here. We lost 5 for killing a fruit shopkeeper. All right, 5 for killing the chief of the orphanage. So we lost 10 karma out of that. Like I said, I lose karma for more ridiculous stuff than pickpocketing a level. Wrong button. I was trying to unequip my hammer so I could grab his grave. And here's Gilbert, but let's see what we got out of that. We did not get any loot out of that. We might be able to kill this guy. We should be able to. We've leveled up quite a bit since back then. Let's try pickpocketing him. If I pickpocket him and fail and he catches me, that makes only him attack me, which is good. But if I rough him up in front of everybody, then that becomes the great melee combat attack battle we saw earlier, where I had to cast Incognito twice to get out of it. So we basically get a net karma loss, but we got some. We found this off of Gilbert. Yeah, I killed that orphanage dude, not because I'm some sort of sadistic person, though you probably do have to be sadistic to some degree to play Alona. I killed him because he's a unique character, and unique characters generally have stuff like this, amethyst composite ring. Read that. Read these real quick. Clear up some in my inventory. Waiting to automatically appraise these. I can cast Identify, but I want to have a chance to automatically appraise them for my skills. Sell some of this stuff. Do I really want to carry these right now? Maybe not on camera. All right, well. Can't even sell them right now. Oh, this is not a bad ring. We'll hold on to that. Wait, did I just buy it? No, I didn't. Okay, I thought I paid 1,000 orens to get it back. See, dexterity by 7, anatomy. Yeah, you can keep that. I guess that's a better sculpture. Yeah, but we do need to learn sculpting at some point. So we stole these things from all these people around us. Crystal longsword. We'll probably sell that. Graves. Let's toss these on the floor and not worry about them. Not on camera. Bunch of corpses. We'll cook them at home. I like to stop in Durfee because I take extra measures to train my pickpocketing. Anything else we need to worry about? I think we're good. You still don't want to promote me, right? And we dealt with the one adventurer that was in town, unless it was like Gaki or something. Apparently she is here. Okay. Well, I mean, she doesn't hate me too much for killing her before. Let's see if we can pickpocket her without getting caught this time. If my party stays far away, fine. Paper shortbow, really? If your party's too far away from you for a while, they just warp up to you. Okay, that is everything from her. So let me think. Do I want to recruit her? That'd be kind of cool, but I think we wait for an episode about where we go on a recruiting spree. Let's go ahead and challenge. And just school her. Man. We get 3 platinum coins. And she likes us a little bit more. Apparently my Golden Knight got her first level. I don't know if I could do that one. We could try it. We would only lose fame. Let's also unselect our faith. My recording? Yes, I always worry about that. Will we make it? I don't know. I'm playing a little rough right now. So close, come on. No, we're not gonna make it. Alright, that's fine. I'm not too brokenhearted about losing fame because obviously my bard, he cannot fight things his own level typically. You know what, let's use the quest board to find out if there are any adventurers here. I think that's probably the fastest way. So we're in Durfee, so we already got her. Skimming the list. Okay, guess we're good. Really, it'd just be these, actually. They're all in Spec Wing right now. And Yawen, we can go get a rematch. Let me think here. Yeah, you know what, let's do that. Because let's run out. We're gonna tag one of these dungeons. This is level 49 one. It's the highest one around us. I also kind of want to think about getting a Gagu, but I'm not entirely sure. We're not gonna do that on right now, though. Let's clear the area. Cast return. We're gonna select the Puppy Cave because that's closest waypoint to Yawen. Evolve Putit? Let's cancel that. Let me think here. Attack. I don't think pickpocketing would worth it. You can't win. You can't charm evolved Putis to join you, or evolved creatures to join you, but you can convince, and I call them superior. It's when they have a yellow glow around them and have the brackets around them, but otherwise a normal character. Yeah, let's go and continue our evac then. Right, then we'll run over to the Tinker's camp. Wait. Boots on. Request lead. Oh, there's another person. But we are going to run over to Yawen real quick to see if we can take on that person that defeated us before. It's rank D. We're not going to bother pickpocketing her. Whoa, there's a lot of people to school. Okay. Nope, didn't get that yet. We should be able to survive this. Yeah. Alright. I generally don't cast more than... Once I get into negatives, I generally don't cast again. What was that weird sound? A heroic mood nullifies... It sounds like someone got cursed, but I'm not sure that happened. I don't know if anybody got cursed. Alright, so we defeated Stanrick, Bear, and Lost Bit. There's still a few more to go. I hope this kind of stuff interests you. Whoops. Fighting these other heroes. I would have liked if we were a little bit further apart. I think that would add some tactics to this. I'm just gonna haste a joint. I'm not gonna like track down, look at the list and make sure I've hit it. I'm just gonna run around the place and kill everybody I see. Good. I don't like that one because this one, this character uses ether breath on me. There was a will-o-wisp that caught me pickpocketing once. I think I was trying to open this chest and steal from it. And that will-o-wisp has never respawned. So I feel a little sad for him. Same one I defeated earlier. Yeah, Moss Hand. Alright, that's good enough for me. Let's continue moving on. Oh wait, I wanted to check the quest board on the way. Have the bottle of ale. Okay. Are you still in Yawen? Yes, you are. Now, I can do the fast travel thing, but it's actually slower than my character. Let's make sure we put on our best gear for this. Oh, I'm cursed. Okay, so that was a curse. Is anybody else cursed? Okay, so select that. That ruined my movement. I don't know if practice movement is the right word for it, but it ruined my routine, so I had to make sure that I was actually doing it right. Also, I haven't even looked to see if any of this stuff is good yet. Let's move our cursors across it real quick to clear up the highlight. I don't see any yellow, so I think we're okay. Alright, any other adventures besides just you? No, just... Alright. This is... She beat us last... Wait, was it her that beat us last time? Let's see. Shadow... Oh, no, it was the Shadow Witch that beat us last time. Not Mechanical Doll. Alright. Well, we showed up in Yawen anyways to take you down. There we go, got her favorites. You know, she would have been a good one to pickpocket. Got a spider silk armored cloak. I mean, that's okay. Stupid guard caught me. Oh, because I'm not wearing my stealth gear. Let's push him away and push her somewhere else. There's no real way to plan out how you push them. You just keep bumping into them until hopefully everybody ends up where you kind of want. I'm gonna get my crowd here to kind of wall off the guard. Wall her off as well. To kind of keep them from moving around too much. Now we're gonna try pickpocketing. Stupid guard, go away! Seriously, look at this dude. He's just like hugging me. Go away, dude. This is why I had the rod of teleportation, but since I now drain rods, it doesn't. That's not a thing anymore. I never really got a chance to do it, but I feel confident that I could have used it to zap people away. So although I didn't get the platinum coins from her, it's okay. I'm gonna still pickpocket her dry if I can. Let's see what we got so far. Coral plate gauntlets. Nothing good. Oh, I probably hit her with like an acid attack or something for her to have this -1 chromite ring. This is okay. It's not spectacular. Curious what this shield might be. Here, that's okay. I'm immune to sleeping right now. My pickpocket shoes also make me immune to sleeping, so I can read these books real quick. Let's see here. You wanted me to kill 22 things? Sure. Elvina, that's not the way we're heading. Farming is actually the in-game farming thing is actually a really good way or easy way to make money if that's what you're looking for. You just keep throwing things in the bin and you'll just get paid for each stone you throw, essentially each stone you go over. Just make sure to watch out for the ending soon message because you don't want to be caught holding the veggies. It'll be a 1 karma penalty, so I guess it's not that bad. But if you're looking to actually recover your karma at some point, you do need to be mindful of that. Just run around and kill anything that looks funny. You can also find wells to drink here to power up. Let's sell some stuff first. Just looking to see if there's any healing ones, though I guess I probably have a lot of points. Platinum katana. Plastic helm. Hold on to that one. Because I take good care of my armory, I kind of have a good sense of what things are decent stats for a particular thing. Like, this is not bad if you are just taking it in as a vacuum, and you're starting out the game, sure. And so you don't know what exists out there. But we have plenty of this level of weight boots. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Hold these off. And we sell the last couple things. Now, I get more ecopo by throwing things in the trash bin than I do from playing music. Six strength, not good enough. Yeah, we'll just chop these up. It's fine. Okay. Also, that gives us, we've had a little bit of time to recover our mana. Oh, this guy's asleep though. Generally, guards have some pretty decent stuff. I get a lot of speed rings and Aurora boots off of, or not Aurora boots, Aurora rings. What do we got? We got a Mithril heavy helm. Okay, it's good, some good, decent money there. Amethyst armored boots, very, very strong, but our current stuff is better. So yeah, we'll pawn all that stuff as well. Not worth it as the karma to Orin ratio. Like, that was 7 gold right there, but I don't get to decide what I get from. Oh, and then we also have that junk clock. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. Inventory's looking a lot better. I want to go back to stealing from you as soon as the guard buggers off. Let's crowd around her. Alright, well, we're not getting that last thing off of her, but that's fine. We might, we might have to kill her for it. Like we killed the other one. You don't like me that much, but I'm not recruiting you right away, so... That's gonna... Again, I'm gonna save that for a video where we recruit people, so let's do it. Got a figure... I can get figures of you guys? Oh, wow, I'm gonna have to kill you for your cards, aren't I? Steam emitting claymore. That's probably what she wasn't gonna let go of. Alright. Let's I don't think I can identify that. That's probably... Oh, yeah, alright. That's too strong for me to identify. There's no mage here. Okay. We're gonna burn a little bit for this, but we're gonna cast... Don't I have a scroll of return? No, a scroll of evacuation I was holding on to. Then it was the unnamed cave, the highest level one I remember specifically. Okay. We don't really have to do this one. I was heading to Port Capul. It might take us about 2 days to get there. I just wanted to grab that steel ore. Wait. Boots. I'm sure there's a hotkey for that. So some meat. Okay. Oh, and we're gonna stop here real quick to get another computer, which is gonna be some karma loss. Again, I see karma as a currency to spend on stuff. For example, if this were, say, a magnificent BBQ table, I would take it. I can't mine this because this would be illegal or whatever, right? You see they got the red marker. But you can, of course, chop down these Palulu trees, so I suppose I might as well take the Palulu. It's just extra cooking experience right now. I don't need the seeds at this point because I've got like level 22 Palulu seeds at the base. And some lapis lazuli. We're done here. Swim. Oh, I thought I do just gonna swim through it. Okay, and then we're gonna be able to chop all these down, and then as soon as it hits, like, I'm assuming haven't actually looked, but I'm assuming every month in the game is 30 days. Okay, I thought someone was firing at me, but no, that was a hooted that hopped out. So all those kittens I was talking about, those are the ones I murdered the first time through here. They get spread throughout. Okay, I thought you're hanging your own people. They get spread throughout the place during the festival, but otherwise are hidden on the boat. Now I would try my auto thing, but even if you had the crime prompt on, he would still try to demolish stuff with his axe. Now, I have in my, I guess, config file added a bollard to things not to destroy, but I haven't tested to see what he'd do to the rest of the town. We'll just personally chop down these Palulus. Alright, and that leaves the rest of our stamina. Well, in the adventures, we had the one. Where's this other one that you're telling me? Why did you stop there earlier? Let's try to raise that affinity. And a whooper. Just rampant destruction. It gives me fame, which we don't really want, but whatever. I'm fine. We lose plenty of it when I try to reach for the stars in the music hall. I want to see if we've made it to the point where we can actually do that. All right, there's a third adventure. Apparently we must have run past you earlier. Yeah, I guess we did. Did not find your likes. Do you like a meteor? Because I got those. Again, if I'm in negatives, I stop casting. But while I'm above, I go ahead. Okay. And while we're here, let's also check out. I don't like that there's only one delivery box that's at the butt end of town. And then there's one quest board that's over here. I feel like I would like there to be two. Some towns have two. You want a cookie, but I want to give you one of my cookies. Let's see if there's one in apparently she's asleep. Here, show me where's no cookies. I have a cookie? Where? Oh, but maybe one of my teammates has a cookie they're holding on to. I thought it was one of my power-up cookies. I guess it's okay. It's one of my NPC buddies holding on to the thing. Oh, apparently my lemon manju is a cookie. Yeah, sure, fine. Here, take it. War, sleeping pill. We might do the war in a little bit. You just need to pass time to July. But yeah, July has 31 days. I wonder if in this game, the 7th month has 30 days or 31. I'm assuming it just has 30. It's just easier to code that way. Because technically, we don't even know if it follows. Is it called the Gregorian calendar or something like that? You burn a lot of stamina playing music, by the way. And unfortunately, you get no karma for freeing these people. And because of the way the glitch works, everybody becomes hostile to you, and you end up killing your way out, losing tons of karma. How many people have you killed, bartender? Let's see. I know that you're the weakest one. You've killed maybe 3. I don't remember what your relationship with me was before. But you're at 21 now, so we'll keep that as a mental note. This bar right here doesn't have a lot of people in it. I think it's just 2 people. Oh, there's 3. I think this magnate generally walks out there. We've almost finished casing the city with our music. The Fighters Guild, that's the one that's here, is one of the few guild masters that does not have a super bed. I guess he's more humble than that. The Mage Guild Master has like a princess bed. The Thieves Guild Master Mistress has a princess bed. I don't remember what the Mage Guild has. I really don't go to Lumiast all that much. It's I still wanted to try to get to the Mages Guild, but I got caught up in Mycelia. Yep, I'm exhausted. A silver-eyed witch smashes Lihalt and destroys her. I'm glad I don't lose karma when that happens. She hit the magnate because the magnate was drunk. Let's head downstairs. We gotta just chill and pull for another day. Just hovering over to see if there's any like this maniac showcase. Might pickpocket that, but I am low in karma right now. Generally, I like to record once I hit 100 karma because then I can do a lot more stuff and be more interesting for you. If I'm constantly not stealing things, I feel like I'm not achieving anything for the video. It's kind of a weird paradox right there. Like, I'll just enter an area and just strip the place of flooring because I think I might get a new recipe out of it. Fighters Guild, nah. Alright. Anything to toss out? Keep playing, dude. I just hit the sort button. This is okay, I might want to hold on to that. I want to get the Palulus here. Oh. It's already the new day. Okay. I thought I'd actually have to spend a whole day just playing music and playing, you know, doing like the quests and stuff, but no, we slept and it was the new month already. I just kind of figured we arrived here at the beginning of the 30th, but we must have arrived at the tail of 30th. I thought it was okay. Well, I didn't actually notice the date change. I noticed that the Palulu tree was there. That's how I was like, wait, why is it back? I didn't even notice that the lights were gone. Actually, I've been meaning to steal the lights that were around that fountain. But every time I'm in Port Capul, it's not the holiday, or I've forgotten about it. So how many years has it been for our character? Wow, it's been about 3 years-ish. No! Well, there goes the karma. At least nobody caught me doing it, and then I had to kill him because violence is the only answer for any perceived crime. It's always kill the player. Alright, and I'm not carrying the bonfire on me anymore. Roasted fruit, and we'll of course use our Palulu we just chopped. How much will that hurt? I should survive that, right? Yeah, okay. I always worry I'm gonna die when I do something like that. Okay, let's sell the rest of my stuff and then ship it home. Here, you look like you want to buy all my junk. Take this engagement ring. Take this exotic teapot. I don't know how exotic that is, but you only paid me 12 gold for it. I could sell you this for 16. I don't think so. Oh, that's it. That's all the random stuff I had. The rest are materials. Corpse of goat and putit. Put this in here for now, and when our character is sleepy, we'll rest. We'll just move on without the stamina for now. Sell this. Nobody's gonna eat that. Hold on to that. Send the computer home, send the figures home. Keep these for reading. That on the far right one. Okay, our inventory is clear. Any quests we want to do before you head out of here? Spotted potion. Did I buy from this vending machine already? I wonder if the vending machine's reset. I think they did. Because it's technically a new map. And the vending machines aren't people to carry any information over. Maybe? I'm not sure. This says it's a 1-star, but I always feel like the war is my life's on the line here. I always feel that way. I was looking at the mini-map to decide which is the thinnest way to the edge of the map. Actually, what happens if I try to take a nap right now? Will my character actually fall asleep and you guys fight? Probably not. I added down here how many minions I have. Oh, take that gene. What was that? Just memory of endurance. I was hoping like spell of resurrect. That would be worth it, even if I lost half my money for dying. I don't like will-o-wisps. They give you ether disease. No, I don't think we fought the evolved guy yet. I think he's still here. We just sent all the waves at us. Let's see, what do we got? Magic map, evacuation, cursed scroll of meteor. I don't want to burn though. And the reason I cast meteor when fighting those, there's the, wow, he's formidable. The reason why I cast Meteor when fighting all those heroes is because I'm gonna be out of there before the fire kills me. Well, I couldn't really see what happened there, but I'm glad I'm still alive. So we still have all our team. Okay, got my mana back. Now I feel a lot more comfortable. Retreat is possible. This punk was hiding at the edge of the map, so I figured it was just a mushroom that wasn't moving. No! I almost walked right into him. Okay, this is probably where we retreat. Let's see if we can hurt him at all. I've never been able to defeat the level 15 enemy. Enemies starting to flank us. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Yeah, and we returned with all of our teammates in one piece. That's, to me, I don't... Even though this has 1 star, I do not feel like I'm in control of that situation. Got a bunch of meat out of that, but I don't have the stamina for cooking, so we'll leave that alone. I still want to identify this, but none of the places we've been to have that ID scroll. Or a mage. In fact, the next place we're heading to, the Cyberdome does not have a mage either. Let's see here, there's the Cursed Manor. We're gonna save that for a little bit. I need 1,000,000 ore. Well, I don't really need 1,000,000 ore. It's just a plan I have, well, based off of some loose scraps of information I have. It's fine, we'll keep going. Am I wearing my... Yes, I am wearing my speed boots. You know what? My bartender survived that. I don't think she died and got resurrected. I think she actually survived that whole thing. You killed 7 people during it, though. This place has a lot of war. I don't think I've ever seen a music hall one for this place. Come here, wares. Okay. You can have that. Take those. Cure a critical wound? I still have a lot of stocks of that. If you got return, I wouldn't mind more of those. Two heroes. How did I lose so much of my mana? I only cast twice. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe someone cast... I cast Meteor, mana overflow hurts me. Am I not recovering mana? Maybe because I'm tired? I didn't realize. That could have been bad. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. Yeah, I guess I'm not recovering mana as long as my stamina's down. I don't normally run around without stamina like this. No, I have mana back. I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess we leave. Go to the next area. Yawen doesn't have anything. You just run on the north side of this. Take the meat, though. Altar of Luck. Oh, you know what? My dude's still carrying... not my dude, but here, take a 3rd Altar of Luck. I forgot to drop those off at home. Just hovering over things to see if there's something I want to steal. You got any good food today? $10 will? It kind of jumps out at me. 10 magic total. Nutrition also matters. I did test this out. So if, let's say that, okay, these breadsticks have 32 nutrition and 4 charisma potency. If I find an item with, say, 50 nutrition and 3 charisma potency, I actually get more for the other item. The 10 will does look very entertaining. Not entertaining. Promising. This is 12 will total, so the way I look at it. 8 potency and 4 will. And this is just straight. This is 11 will, so it'll be good when I run out. Okay, let's go and buy that one. Right, you do kind of like me, so maybe we'll just kill you outright. Save the challenges for when we're recruiting you videos. I'm pretty sure I've killed you enough times that I don't get any good items off of you. There's another named person in there named Derek. Gilbert's in this one. That's the guy we pickpocketed during the previous music hall. Let's go to ID. I've been waiting to find out what this is for a while. Okay. Zephyr's Wrath. 49 plus 10. Categorized as a longsword. A long, jagged claymore made of iron. It is said that each strike this weapon inflicts sounds like thunder. It enhances your casting ability. It inflicts massive damage to dragons. It deals additional lightning damage. Triggers lightning bolt. And it negates the effect of fear. Okay.